Broadcasting from the Crane Automotive Team Studio, the most honest show in the history of Arkansas Talk Radio.
Baby, you are so talented, and they are so dumb.
Derek Ruskin.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Zach Arns.
Notre Dame, our mother.
And Denver Bill.
This one's for John.
Setting the standard for talk radio in the state of Arkansas.
The problem we're trying to solve is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach.
It's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Starts right now.
All righty, Ruskin and Zach rolling on here on a Football Friday. Woo-hoo. Brought to you by Gasano's Pizza here on ESPN Arkansas. And you can text or call us, Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Going to talk some high school ball here in a moment. Your drive home is powered.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm a little getting started on the weekend here.
All right.
Pardon me. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put it with anyone like it. Call 888-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I'm anal.
There you go.
He never fails.
Our own Ty Richardson.
Yeah.
He's a drop machine.
He is. He is.
Drop machine there. All right, Brad Caldwell's with us here from the Arkansas Sports Network. Here as we get ready for another action-packed Friday night of high school football around our state. Brad, how you doing?
Doing good. Looking forward to it. It's going to be another great Friday night of high school football.
Really is.
And it's week 2 or week 3, depending on where you are in your schedule. But I guess, the 0 week throws everything off. We're starting to get some ideas about who some of the better teams are and some teams that have some things to work on. Who's caught your attention through 2 weeks plus?
A couple teams that have caught my attention. We've got Hot Springs Lakeside as a team right now that is showing that they're definitely a contender in the 5A. I think that when you mention state contenders in 5A, obviously you got to go with Parkview, Robinson, and then you've got Hot Springs Lakeside. The good thing is Robinson and Hot Springs Lakeside match up on Friday night.
Ooh.
So we'll get to see who might be the contender to Parkview in this one. And Ozark has come out fighting this year, and that win against Boonville was the first one that they had since 2019 against the Bearcats. And Coach Josh Watson over there has done a great job. And they look to be a different ball club than they have been in the last few years.
That is one of the great rivalries, and we'll get to that in a second. The Franklin County feud is what they call that one. But you mentioned Robinson and Lakeside. Robinson had the big win over Pulaski Academy week 1. Lakeside's one of those teams that's just suddenly burst onto the scene. Let's talk about this one. I know a lot of coaches in that 5A South and that 5A East. They speak very highly of Robinson. We don't know a ton about Hot Springs Lakeside yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. It seems like the attention goes to Robinson. But think about this: these two teams matched up last year and they split. And Hot Springs Lakeside actually got the best of Robinson in the playoffs last year. It was Robinson that won the regular season. It was Lakeside that won the second matchup. Which you know how that goes. It's never good in football to be the second matchup, especially against good teams. And so, I feel like that Hot Springs Lakeside is on the rise right now. Coach Green down there does a great job, and I think that Robinson's got their hands full this week against Lakeside.
Yeah,
it's going to be a fun one. That's probably maybe one of the marquee games of of tonight, and then we've got some games that sort of have some intrigue. Games where you don't see these matchups don't happen very often. I mentioned this one to you when I texted you earlier. Kevin Kelly is getting on the bus and taking Sheridan up to Rogers. And we know what he did at PA. Sheridan's a different deal, but he's running up against a Rogers team tonight that is, my gosh, I mean, this is one of maybe the 3 or 4 best teams in 7A.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Coach Harbison has done a great job there at Rogers getting them going. You know, he was the guy that coached under Billy Dawson and really has got Rogers going in the right direction here. Sheridan, you know, we talked about it. They've got a little bit of a long haul, or longer haul, I would say, to get there. I really think Kevin Kelly's one of the beautiful minds of football. So with that said, you know, I feel like Sheridan's going to get there, but it might be a little longer than you expect. And tonight, they've got their hands full with Rogers. I mean, any time that you have a team in Sheridan, a 6A team coming up playing against a 7A team, unless you're Greenwood or Shiloh Christian maybe, you've really got your hands full. And I think Sheridan's got their hands full tonight.
Jeff Regan's one of the best, maybe most underappreciated quarterbacks in our state. He doesn't get headlines because there are so many other top-notch quarterbacks. He's in that group, and he can kill you in a lot of different ways. I've seen him catch touchdown passes. I've seen him throw them. I've seen him run them. He may have even kicked an extra point here and there. That's one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the state of Arkansas, and a guy that maybe people don't know a whole lot about.
Well, when you think about beautiful minds of football, Chad Harbison is one of those guys too. I mean, he's a guy that really knows offense. So, and one of those guys that's kind of like a quarterback whisperer. So I really, I think that the young man has definitely benefited from the coaching of Harbison.
Absolutely. We're talking with Brad Caldwell here from the Arkansas Sports Network. Some other games of note across our listening area. They love high school football up in Harrison.
Oh,
and
man.
the Goblins are hosting Zach Clark's Searcy Lions tonight in a big one at FS Garrison Stadium.
Yes, it's a big one for sure. You know, I'm surprised that Zach didn't bring this one up. I'm a little caught off guard just by the fact that Zach wasn't the one that was doing this. But with that said, Searcy really made a statement last week when they beat Valley View. You know, I talked to Coach Clark last week before we talked, and, you know, he just said, you know, this is kind of a fork-in-the-road game for us. Are we real contenders here? And he feels good about his team and got a nice sophomore quarterback there in Jacob Miles. He's thrown for 524 yards and 7 touchdowns to 0 interceptions early in this year. And that kid, as a sophomore, that's a big deal there. So, you know, that was a big win last week that they had over Valley View, 37-27. Harrison fell to Mountain Home. I don't think there's any shame in falling to Mountain Home, but they're a very good football team. I remember a time, and I'm sure that some of those that are listening from Mountain Home had to drive all the way to El Dorado for a playoff game when they were 0-10, when they split up the 6A and the 7A, and everybody made the playoffs. So it was a 342-mile drive from one end of the state to the other. Those days are gone with Steve Area there at Mountain Home. So no shame in Harrison losing that rivalry game there for the third straight season. But I think they've got their hands full again with Searcy. I think Searcy is one of the better teams in 5A.
Zach loves what he has, and we used to make jokes when he was at Springdale that all he needs is a quarterback, a running back, and a wide receiver to make that thing go. He's going to have, 3,000-yard passers. They're going to throw for a lot of touchdowns. For him, it's on the defensive side and whether or not Searcy can stop anybody. He likes what he has, but it's young. Harrison is big, they're physical, and they're going to pound you. And that's one of those things that Searcy doesn't see a ton of in their conference games. A lot of teams run the spread, like to run it around. Harrison's going to come straight at you, and if Searcy can hold up, they'll be in good shape. If Harrison gets a physical advantage, man, Harrison can make that a long night for you.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Coach Keelan over there, he's going to pound you, that's for sure. He's going to come right at you. Harrison's always a little bit diverse. They do whatever their quarterback can do, and you don't know from year to year exactly what they're going to do, but you do know they're going to be physical at the point of attack. And, as you said, you've got a little bit of a younger defense. I know that Coach Clark talked about the junior laden defense that he has. He likes them. But when you're talking about just experience, that could be a factor in this game. It's going to be a great ball game there at Harrison.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Zach and I last year spent some time over in Mountain Home. I would imagine there's some Bomber fans that are going to be pretty happy for those bragging rights over the next year or so over Harrison.
They put it on the scoreboard and they never change it. They just leave the score up.
Yeah, in the water company where we were at there. Yeah, they've got an old scoreboard and they just leave the lights on year long with the score. So that's one of the cool things about all this is when you have these towns that are not that far apart. And they play that one game, and that game, you get to hold it over your buddies at work or at church or whatever for the entire year when your school wins.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right; it's fun, and that's the way it should be. It should stay fun. And Harrison's not used to winning or losing that game.
Right?
They've lost 3 in a row, and that was something that I heard, I believe, for the first time since like the 40s. But they lost that game 3 times in a row, so they're going to want that back. But again, I talk about coaches a lot when it comes to high school football, and high school football is a lot about the coaches because kids move through; they just continue to go through. And Steve Airy over there at Mountain Home has really turned that thing around at Mountain Home. Again, it wasn't that long ago that they weren't that good, but now they are right in the mix there in 6A.
Another game that our listening area will be very interested in. Hot Springs is going to get on the bus and go over to Alma, an Alma team that lost the Battle of the Bone. They're kind of licking their wounds a little bit, but I've been to that that venue. That is a tough place to play, Alma, Arkansas. The Airedales will be ready. Hot Springs kind of walking into a hornet's nest there.
Yeah, always. I mean, always. You've got to be ready when you play Alma for sure. And Alma has played 2 consecutive 6A teams, losing to Van Buren, I should say, in the Battle of the Bone, and then turning around and beating their former coach, Doug Lothridge, there at Siloam Springs, 29-22. Siloam Springs is a improved football team, but I think that Alma has got their hands full tonight. With Hot Springs, it might be the best team they've played so far. That's real, it's kind of up in the air. But, I know that last week Arkadelphia beat Hot Springs, but Arkadelphia is the number 1 team in 4A there and really test themselves every year. And so I think that Hot Springs got a chance to come up to Alma and really do some damage. And if they're smart, they'll stop at Pizza Parlor. That's my favorite.
Yes.
Of course.
Battle for the Darriette, Mount Ida and Jessieville. Winner gets the Darriette for the year. Is that what I always pick games based on who has the best Darriette. It's Mount Ida, but does Jessieville get it back?
No, they don't. I feel like Mount Ida's really coming off a loss. Coach White there at Mount Ida, man, I'm going to tell you, you want to talk about a guy that really instills a culture there, and they're coming off a 16-14 loss against Junction City, and I think that we've probably underrated Junction City a little bit. They're massive this season, and Mountain Ida actually blew a 12-point lead to them and should have won that ball game. So I really feel like that they're going to come out and be ready to go against Jessieville. Jessieville, both teams 0-1, by the way. Jessieville lost to Mayflower earlier this year in week 0, 42-7. So Jessieville's got a ways to go. They're playing a tough team. And I think Mount Ida, even though they're on the road this week, they're going to get their first win.
We're talking with Brad Caldwell from the Arkansas Sports Network here. Ruskin and Zach Drive Home, powered by Mr. Sparky on this Football Friday, which, of course, is brought to you by Cassano's Pizza. Game I'll see tonight, Brad. Bentonville West taking on Muskogee.
I think West is the surprise of the 7, the way they've come out.
Well,
they are firing.
6 touchdown passes in the first half last week for Trey Thompson. Another one of those quarterbacks that is maybe starting to get a little bit more attention here. But talking to Coach Pratt this week, he went into Nick Saban mode, Brad and Zach. He was talking about, well, now we can't listen to the rat, can't take the rat poison. Can't take the rat poison now that people think we're good now.
Yeah. Well, you've got to do something as a coach. You've always got to take an angle. And, West is
you have to lie.
A holding
Admit
call away.
it. Just lie. Say your team sucks when you're 2-0 and going up and down the field on everybody. We suck. They're really good.
There you go.
They're 1-1, but very well it could have been 2-0.
They're really, really good.
Well, yeah. holding call away. That's what I was getting to.
2-0 in my personal record book.
Right. and ending a couple winning streaks on the way to doing that if they had gotten that. So went to Cabot. Again, we've talked about Cabot being a team that they love their football over there in Cabot. Tough place to play, a lot like Alma in some ways. And 71-game win streak for Greenwood almost went down to West. And I think right now you look at this matchup, and Muskogee really got hammered by Rogers last week.
They did.
And, we look at West and we look at Rogers, and you think, well, Bentonville and Fayetteville are the top two. But, man, West and Rogers really look like two teams that could contend with those two. So, right now, that's going to be a matchup. I like West in that one.
Okay, we're going to talk about more of these ball games coming up
where
here.
Brad's going to be.
Yeah, find out about the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. And I'll talk about the Springdale Bulldogs at Bishop Kelly tonight. Brad Caldwell, Arkansas Sports Network with us.
Cheesecake Factory!
Oh, man.
I can't wait.
That's what you're going to do?
Oh, man, I'm going to T-Town. Why wouldn't you go to
You're not going to go to Charlie's Chicken? You're going to go to Cheesecake Factory? Well, Friday on Ruskin and Zach is brought to you by Gasano's Pizza. There's a location near you all across Arkansas, and they've got, you can watch the game there tomorrow with Arkansas.
The Godfather. I promise you won't be disappointed.
That's right. They have a great pizza, a traditional or Chicago style. They've got a great happy hour. The happiest hour is going on right now from 5 to 6.
Amen.
And you can go find out more at Gasano'sPizza.com. All right, we are going to continue visiting here, previewing the high school football slate with Brad Caldwell from the Arkansas Sports Network. Guys, one more note on the Muskogee Bentonville West game. It's a unique thing because Muskogee's new coach, Coach Condict, and Coach Pratt were best friends growing up in Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They played for Coach Condict's dad there at Broken Bow, and now they are as Coach Pratt told me earlier in the week, just a couple of kids from Broken Bow getting to coach high school football.
Boy, he is leaned into this whole Nick Saban thing, hasn't he? Just but
it's a unique thing to get to square off against a close friend like that. Yeah. So that'll be pretty cool. On he takes over the Muskogee program because Muskogee's coach went to Broken Arrow to get that job. Yeah. So Coach Hill there. So unique storylines abound there with that matchup. Okay, Brad, your game tonight. Tell us a little bit about Dardell and Nashville.
Yeah, Derek, we're at Dardell for the Dardell-Nashville game. It's going to be a fun one. Last year, these two teams went at Nashville 45-37. That was after Dardell came off a 51-0 loss last year to Elkins. Now, fast forward this year, Elkins comes to Dardell, and Dardell wins that game 14-10. And that was a really good win for Dardell just because, bounce back win and all that. We think that Dardell's a really good football team in the 4A. We've got them at number 2 in our poll. Right now, Nashville's 1-1. They've got losses to Magnolia, and they've got a win at Hope, and bounce back win last week. Of course, Brad Cheshire there at Nashville, his first season. Nashville's been down some. They're not the team that they have been, that we've known over the years. Jared McBride, A.J. Whitmore, and all these other guys. They're not quite that yet, but Brad Cheshire done a fantastic job down at Murfreesboro reviving that program, and I really think that he'll do a good job at his alma mater.
Marion.
Patriots.
All right. Marion's taking on Conway, a team that you like a lot, the Conway Wampus Cats. Marion, every time I see them in a 7-on-7, they've got better athletes than everybody. One of these years they're going to put this whole thing together, and they are going to be really, really hard to beat.
Well, this might be the year. Right now, first 2 weeks for the Patriots, they scored 60 and 51. Beat Wynn the first week like 60-27. Turned around and beat Harding Academy 51-7 last week. Wow. And Marion is really good. Here's the big key to this ball game. Wesley Tapp, the quarterback for Conway, out 4 to 6 weeks after an injury, and sophomore Ryder Cook comes in against that Marion defense. That may spell trouble for Conway, especially with the fact that Marion as you said, better athletes, probably a little faster than what a sophomore it has seen so far. And so I think that this is a sneaky good game. And you're talking about a Marion team right now that's really trying to punch their ticket and say, hey, mention us with the Greenwoods and the Shiloh Christians and those in 6A. So got to watch out for this matchup there. Marion could sneak in the upset.
That's fascinating to see as conference play starts in a couple of weeks. You mentioned a 4 to 6 weeks injury for Conway's quarterback. I don't have their schedule in front of me, but that could impact the. I know it's not Bryant Conway till week 10, but
7A Central's rough.
But that could be that could have an impact on Conway. Maybe getting a first round bye, not getting one of those top 2 spots. You never know.
Well, as Zach said, week in and week out with the Central, you're talking about the fastest group of teams that you're going to see in the state of Arkansas. And so it is going to be interesting. But, Buck James, he's going to have his guys ready no matter what. Conway's got guys. So it's not like if one guy goes out that they're not going to be prepared. Now with this game, being game 1, that this kid's got the full-time starting position, at least for now, that could factor into that. I would expect to see him progress as the weeks go on. They've got their hands full against Marion.
Yeah.
You mentioned Greenwood a minute ago. They're on the road this week. They're headed up to Har-Ber. It's homecoming at Har-Ber. That is I'm being told, I've watched both of Har-Ber's games. They're improved, especially up front, but I don't know if they're ready for what Greenwood's going to throw at them. But, going into Wildcat Stadium can be a tricky place to play every now and then.
Yes. I think this is a sneaky good matchup here. On the surface, if you said, hey, it's Har-Ber, it's Greenwood, 10 years ago, obviously you would think, well, Har-Ber would win the game, but because it's not 10 years ago, right now you would think Greenwood. Again, 28-game win streak coming into this matchup. They bounced back against Fort Smith Northside last week with a 61-14 win. This is a matchup that Har-Ber's really going to be able to measure itself. What is the improvement that they've made over the last few weeks and into this season here? 56-19 was the score in this game last year. I think that this is going to be a closer game than what a lot of people would expect. And it might be one of those games, as you said, homecoming, get everybody fired up, that sort of thing, that maybe Har-Ber could pull it off, but, it's Greenwood, and until somebody's not going to.
Broadcasting from the Crane Automotive Team Studio, the most honest show in the history of Arkansas Talk Radio.
Babe.
Are we in camera feed? All right, we're live here at Bismarck, right at kickoff here as we're trying to get all the technical difficulties set up here as we're got moved from Dardell down here at the last second. So bear with us. Opening kickoff to Glen Rose. Bismarck stuffs them with a very short gain. Ball is going to start on the 24. Let's see if they mark it at the 25. Looks like they're going to give them. I apologize. He got up to 27, so that's where Glen Rose is going to start, 1st and 10. So we got Gage Hood, 6 foot, 150 pound quarterback in right now. And he is a junior, class of 27. Going to take the snap. It's going to be a direct quarterback run right up the middle. Bounced off one defender and then picked up by a host of Bismarck Lions and driven back. He will have a 3-yard gain. Going to be close to 4. We'll bring up about 2nd and 7.
We got audio. Everything good on audio? Okay. Hello.
Yeah, 2nd and 7 now. This is Duran Miller. Brad Caldwell going to be on color with me and doing stats for us. I got Aaron Powers getting everything set up production-wise, and we got Aaron Wojcicki on top of the booth tonight, and that's a low snap out of the shotgun. He's going to hit his receiver right at the sticks. It'll depend on the spot. Going to be very close. Looks like he might be, 3rd and about a half a yard. Nope, they're going to go ahead and call it 1st down. So that will be a first down for the Beavers. Ball now at the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation. One H-back over the right side. Two running backs alongside him. Had a little stumble on the handoff. He'll fall forward for a positive gain. Got all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Can you help me?
Pick up a 3.
Sorry, man. Can you help me get caught up here in just a moment?
That carry was by Darren Bowdle, number 7. Now they're going to hand it off to Big 45. He's going to be hit. He will fight forward for a few yards. That was Landon Barrett, 5'11", 162-pounder, running back linebacker for the Beavers. He picks up 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Beavers. So it'll be their first third down conversion opportunity. Bismarck showing a little bit of blitz pressure. Now they back out of it. 4-man front. Going to have a man in motion. They're looking. He's going to hit the slot. Little slant play and hit probably before the ball might have got there by Caveman Keithley. It was real close, but he holds on somehow. Great
catch.
hands.
Great catch there.
And we have a limited Glen Rose roster, so y'all help us out. Number 0 we don't have, so let us know in the comments who number 0 is for Glen Rose. We got so much going on here. We're trying to send out, and it's not like ESPN, you know. It's not like Sports Center, Brad.
Right. That's the truth for sure.
So another shotgun snap, handing off to the running back, number 7. That is Bowdle. Not much there. Pick up a 2 on a play. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Do you remember the guy with the first carry?
It was a quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeper. What did he get? 3?
Close to 4. 4. And then they hit a slant play out to, I believe it was 0 again, just like a moment ago from the other side, the left side that time.
And that was 5 on that one. Okay, I think I'm caught up.
Here comes 0 in motion. They're going to fake it. Quarterback's going to keep it. Breaks through the first line of defenders into the second level. Brought down right short of the 45 of Bismarck. They'll place the ball on a 46. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Excited to see Hood tonight. This is,
yes.
He was runner-up for our D3 Auto Sales Player of the Week this week. So looking forward to seeing him. Heard a lot of good things about him so far.
He's going to pull it out of the belly on a mesh, but he's hit immediately, and he's not going to get the first down. It's going to bring up 4th and about 3. He got about a full yard. Going to be they're going to give him 2 actually, so make it 4th and 2.
Big 73 blowing that one up.
Yeah, had some help in there after to clean it up as well. I think they're going to go for it here. 2 down territory on that last play, so they're going to quick snap it, quick out of the huddle, trying to get him to jump actually. Now he'll check with me offense. Coach gives him the sign. Hood comes to the line. Out of the shotgun. He gets his man in motion. Low snap. He's going to keep it. Gets ahead of steam.
Oh, I don't think
he's
he got it.
Picked up and driven back. Perfect form tackle from number 15 of Bismarck. That's Zane Talbert, a senior linebacker. He used all 5'8", 160 pounds he had that time with perfect leverage.
Absolutely.
There's a replay for you. Nice tackle. And that's a turnover on downs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. I was looking.
They gave them a first down on that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They did give him one. Okay.
Did I miss something there? That didn't look close.
Show me that replay one more time. Loop that for us. He had to get about a full 2 yards. Needs to get down to the 42. He's hit ball was close, and they call forward direction. Oh, spotted the ball, was right close to the 42 when he started getting driven back. So,
well, 5 yards
down for the Beavers, and now 5, so make it 1st and 15.
So, looking forward to seeing. It looks like right now you're seeing with Glen Rose, you're going to see a lot of outside zone read out of Gage Hood, and we're looking forward to seeing him air it out a little bit as well. You know, he's a multi-talented dude here. It looks like they're going to send him off the field or maybe let him take. Yeah, he's got a little blood on him right now. So we got 1st down and 15 here And looks like they're trying to get a little blood off of Hood right now. No time running off the clock, no play clock running right now. So Hood coming back into the ball game.
So here we go. They're going to have 4 wide this time. Trips to the right. Quarterback's got the snap. It was low. Now he's going to take off and run. And there's going to be a flag comes in late.
Yeah, looks like maybe another holding penalty there. Spot of the ball or spot of the flag there is going to, if that's on Glen Rose, going back and way back. It is.
Yeah. Got about a yard on the carry, but the flag's going to bring it back. So
if that's a spot foul, 10 yards from that spot right there, you're going all the way back behind the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere around the 35, very close to it. Maybe like the 34, like you're saying, according to where the flag's at.
And they got to get all the way down here to the 32-yard line for a first down. So
basically, they got to get to I-30 for a first down. No, they're going to put it right there.
All right. So
spot foul. So it's not 10 yards from there. So yes.
So we're going to have to
43.
We're going to have to tell a story about how we got here today.
Yeah, we will. Low snap. Quarterback gets it and just guns it. Receiver never saw it. And I'm going to tell you right now, Glen Rose's low snap issues so far in this game are definitely throwing off the timing, not making things crisp.
Big 33 just come through on an A-gap blitz there, and I mean, nobody there to touch him, and quarterback has no time, no shot really to complete a pass when it comes down to you got to be able to pick that A-gap blitz up.
One of the things we saw last year when we came and were able to do a few Bismarck games throughout the year, just the way it worked out. Bismarck's lines, very physical. Nobody, they play as hard as anybody out there, and they definitely won the line of scrimmage every game we were at. Got a handoff on a jet sweep, and he has nowhere to go, and he's picked up and ran back. They're going to get forward progression just right on the 40, basically. It's going to bring up third and
that's
Louisiana.
Third forever, man. 40, 50, 40, that's 20.
22, I think.
You got about 28 yards there.
30.
Third and 28.
Yeah.
Third and 28 here. I'm going to say you're going to play prevent defense here.
They've got Cademan Keithley back in that safety spot. Looks like they're playing a little quarters. Keeping everything in front of them. They just got to make a tackle. Going to try to hit a deep slant. They will. Great. We're going to take a quick break while we have some difficulties we get through here. We'll be right back. All right, turnover on downs. Bismarck was able to stop them. That last pass was errant. We got a bad snap. Hughes running for his life. I'm sorry, that's Caden Birch at quarterback, number 7. We were wondering coming down because we haven't got to watch Bismarck yet. If last year when Keithley, I want to say DJ, but it's not DJ. Ben, when Ben was hurt, Preston came in, played quarterback that night against Prescott, and they got a huge win. We thought maybe he would get the starting job. It looks like Birch is going to be the quarterback. He's in a shotgun. He's got number 33. That's big Clayton Martinez, a sophomore, lineup beside him. They're going to sweep it out to the right to Keithley, and great defense. Glen Rose Beaver, number 24, Austin Moreland comes knifing in, brings them down, the 5'11", 180-pounder.
So far, hard-hitting game, everybody getting to the edge, run game, not being so effective so far in this ball game. This is for this right here.
So it's 3rd and about 5. Long 5, short 4. Or long 4, short 5. And he's got an open man, and it goes through the hands, and he gets stuck. Not really full speed stick, but he still got stuck and let that one go through his hands.
Yeah, that was
I
behind the
apologize.
stick.
We got so much going on.
Well, we
Good
were
Lord.
supposed to be in Dardell today. If you don't know, watch our page and
Trying to hook up monitors and everything else.
We had a switch because the broadcast rights at Dardell wouldn't allow us to come. So, luckily enough, we were able to come down here and get this good game, and we're excited to be here. We're always glad to be here at Bismarck. Bismarck has been great to us.
Looks like Bismarck's going to punt, but Glen Rose has called a timeout. They want to talk about it. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this on ASN.
Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
All right, we're back on the Arkansas Sports Network. Bismarck looking to punt it away. Both teams had a possession so far. That punt is off with the left-footed kicker, punter. And they're going to muff it, but he'll fall right on it, and that's going to be where they'll start, 24-yard line. Glen Rose has to go 76 yards to pay dirt.
Anyway, we're glad to be here tonight. It's always hectic. We showed up 45 minutes before kickoff. You know, we're usually here
maybe 40.
Right. We're usually here. 3 hours tops or minimum.
2 hours at least.
Yeah,
3
before the game. So
yeah.
we've
been 4 hours a few times this year already.
Right.
So second opportunity for Gage Hood in this vaunted Glen Rose attack that's had such a good start to the season. He's got 4 wide. This is the oop to you. 1 to the left. Come on, Brad. Don't leave me hanging.
I'm sorry.
Be a direct snap. And look at him. I'm telling you right now, Bismarck has picked their man up and drove him back. I mean, 4 or 5 times already. He's going to get maybe 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for the quarterback.
Are we live? Okay, just making sure.
Well, I hope so.
Right. I just can't find it on mine.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I found it.
Trying to get to it.
Handoff to Battle. Battle got a little bit of a seam, and he's going to have a first down and more up to the 40-yard line. Nice carry for Darren Bowden.
Yes, sir. Nice carry there. First real success in the running game for either team. Osceola leads Gosnell 7-6.
I tell you, when Battle put his foot in the ground and got vertical there, he showed a little speed. 4 wide, 1 H-back. Now one of the receivers comes in motion. He's going to get it on a little tap pass. He's going to be slung down. Takes down 0 right at the 44-yard line. That was Ethan Keithley. There's another Keithley. We didn't even know about him.
Right.
And he's a junior. So Ethan Keithley bringing down number 0. We still don't have that name. I'll see if I can check the comments here when I get a second.
Atkins leading Conway Christian.
Back in the shotgun. 2nd and about 15. Make it 14. Now they're going to bring trips over to the left. 2 men in motion. They're set. Quarterback has it. Oh, slips as he tries to plant his foot. Now he'll come back up and throw. That threw off the timing, and there's going to be an offensive pass interference. Maybe. They'll say no, and he'll get the catch.
Wow.
Definitely got some hands on the back of the receiver. Definitely replay that one, Aaron Powers. Great. Look at his camera action from Woj.
Nice job.
See the quarterback slip, follow the ball. Now watch the push right there. Got away with a little one. But, hey, Great job
part
from the
of it.
receiver. That is part of it. And a huge first down for the Beavers. The Beavers are driving.
This ball goes all the way down to the 20. You know, Hood really can keep pressure on you, not only with the run, but the pass. He's not afraid to look deep. Got a lively arm so far.
Direct snap by the quarterback. Had a little seam and now picked up and brought back met by a Pride of Lions. It's going to have a short gain. Looks like he's actually going to get 6 or 7 for the. They're going to give him 8. So nice gain on first down. Bring up 2nd and 2. Getting to see Hood in person for the first time. I'm impressed. Glen Rose is driving. Shotgun formation again. They're going to hand it off to Battle. Battle up the middle. Found a seam. Getting close to that goal line. Going to be a 1st and goal for Glen Rose. Close to the 2. Going to give them the 1-yard line. You're good right there. Are we a little slanted?
A little bit.
All right, so shotgun formation again. Going to be a keeper. Hood tried to jump over. He does. Kind of had to go off the side of a couple Lions, and he gets in the end zone. 6-0, Glen Rose Beavers. First one to draw blood in this one. 2:04 to go. Let's see how they do it. If they'd like to go for 2 or they're going to kick it here. Looks like they're getting ready to kick. Hunter Chapman, the kicker. The holder, Leighton Baldwin. Kick is up, and it is down the middle. 7-0 Beavers. Take a 15-second break. We'll be back with more from the Arkansas Sports Network right after this.
University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, we're back. Hunter Chapman back to kick it away. This roster we got, it says the kicker's 88, but 82 is kicking, and they got Hunter Chapman beside his name. Correct us if we're wrong. Going to be fielded by the up man. Nice return. He takes a big pop. That's Ethan Keithley. He'll start. Lions will start out at the 40-yard line, their own 40. Where you're at right now is perfect, Woj. Appreciate everything you're doing up on top of the box for us. He's not in the same room with us, so y'all will hear us possibly guide him a little bit on live production, I should say. You're going to give him the 41. 1st and 10. Birch at quarterback. He's got Martinez beside him. High snap. He gets it back. Now he's got to take off. They get good run for a busted play to start out with. Picks up about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. Pick up a 3. Going to have the ball on a 44-yard line. Here's your replay. He does a good job of getting what he can. That definitely gave the defense some more time to close the corner, the edge.
Right now, Bismarck just needs a way to keep the football. Glen Rose had the football for the whole first quarter, mainly.
4 wide. Clayton Martinez is going to get the pitch on a little sweep, little toss. He's going to get the edge, but he won't only get back to the line of scrimmage. They will mark him right at the line of scrimmage. A no gain by Clayton Martinez.
I think Bismarck's got to figure out a way to get the ball in the air a little bit, mix it up. It's a big play right here. Again, Glen Rose kept the ball most of the first quarter here. They don't really want to give it back to him right now.
We see Preston Hughes out there anywhere, number 3. I haven't seen him. I'm not sure if he's. So we got 4 wide, 2 by 2. Now got a man in motion. That's Keithley on a sweep, jet sweep. Keithley weaving his way. Going to be dropped at the 49. They'll give him the 50-yard line. It's going to be just short of a first down. He's going to need 1 full yard on 4th down.
Atkins leading Conway Christian 14-0 now.
Yeah, we just saw what they did there with Keithley. They got to find a way to get Caveman the ball, use that speed. Keithley, one of the faster guys in the state of Arkansas, especially in a 3A level, may be the fastest.
Yep.
And we got a timeout from Bismarck. Or no, we don't. They're just going to let the quarter run out. After 1, Glen Rose with a 7-0 lead. Bismarck with a big 4th and 1 coming up right at the 50. We'll be back.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network. 4th and 1. They reverse sides of the field now. Bismarck needs this one in a bad way. If they looks like they're going to go for it. Birch at quarterback, the sophomore. Martinez, the big back there with him. Hughes is in a little H-back spot at the moment. You got Keithley at H-back on the other side. Quarterback's coming under center for this one. Got a wing T look to it. I think the football might have got moved. They moved it back up to the 50, and now we're set. Somebody must have hit the football or something. I'm not sure. The referee kind of shook his head and walked away like he was frustrated. So here we go. Under center is Birch. Birch going to hand it to Martinez. He's hit immediately. He's still churning. They're going to give him no gain. Spot on the 50. That's going to be a turnover on downs, and that is a huge stop. And Glen Rose has definitely got some momentum right now.
Yeah, tough break there for Bismarck. Really needed to get that first down. Again, we said it more than once now. Glen Rose has kept the football for most of the first half here. 11:47 to go in the second quarter here. Tough break for Bismarck. Bismarck's got to tighten up on defense.
Just a great job by Glen Rose. And, hindsight's 20/20. So, Coach Keithley, don't get on me here. But on that one, maybe he fakes it to him and gets him behind him as a lead back, the quarterback, and maybe they could have got something on that one. But just a great job by Glen Rose.
Aaron, can you in the chat give me a link to this so I can get it back to Facebook? I have been trying now for a while.
I've got one already. Already copied.
You got it? Okay.
I'll just text it to you.
I've been trying to follow the comments, but I can't get it.
So here we go. Shotgun formation, man in motion. 3 wide. They're going to fake it to the running back. Quarterback's going to bust over the left side. He's got some lanes. Might have been a push in the back. They will get the flag. It's going to come back. Going to be a block in the back. And there you should have that now, Brad.
Okay.
Looked like it was right at about the 44-yard line. Should be a 10-yard penalty from there. You'll see the receiver there just kind of got in a bad angle, and easy call for the referee that time. The blocking it back occurred at the 44, and they're going to move it all the way back to the 40. So Looks like a 15-yard penalty on that. Bring up first and, well, it's 1st and 20 from the spot after they walked it off. Quarterback, that one's going to be errant. It's getting some pressure. Had some men in his face that time. Second and 20 now. So Bismarck's got them on schedule. Already down 7-0. They really could use a stop here. They don't want Glen Rose to come into their house and build more momentum.
Finally on here so I can see some of our comments now. 313 live going with us right now.
Big motion this time. They go from a bunch of H-backs and out to 4 wide. He's back. He's looking. He's got time. He steps up down the middle. Well, one-handed snag by Bowdle. Darren Bowdle, the 5'11", 154-pound wide receiver D-back, does a little running back with an excellent catch.
Now, that was a throw and a half right there. I mean, talk about threading the needle. He absolutely, Hood really threaded the needle with that pass.
I like how Hood stepped up in the pocket that time. Really helped that accuracy. Pulled it back into himself. Good tackle from behind, but a big gain. Tackle from Zane Talbert. 1st and 10, and they're driving. Comes a man in motion. That's number 0. I don't have his name. They're going to hand it off to Bowdle. Bowdle's going to get a couple yards. Going to be brought down at the 31. Bring up 2nd and about 8.
Back to that throw. My gosh, what a throw there.
They gave him the 30 here, so 2-yard gain. Come out in 4 wide. I like what I've seen out of Glen Rose. They got a lot of motion. It makes it tough on the defense. The receiver coming across. Going to go 4 wide. Trips to the right. Gonna throw it out to his running back, and he just overthrows Bowdle this time out of his reach. That was the play. They ran everybody off. It's kind of a little, not quite a wheel route, but just kind of getting them out in the flat. He would have had 5 yards of cushion there to make a man miss if he could have got that ball in his hands. 3rd and 8 now.
Can I have that once behind the computer there? Thank you.
3rd and 8. Here comes Hood up to the line. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Low snap, scoots back to him. Lot of pressure. He had to get rid of it, I think, just a split second before he wanted to. Led his man too far. He's trying to hook up with Weston Stanley, a 6'4", 165-pound senior. And that one sailed. And it's decision time now for Glen Rose.
Rick R. says, watching from Florida, that was a nice catch. Absolutely. Not only was it a great throw, but it was a nice catch.
4th and 8 here. They're gonna go for it. Too close to punt. Too far to kick a field goal. Shotgun snap. Pocket starts to collapse. He hits his man down the middle. That was an excellent throw. Damian Stevens, 6'2" receiver on the reception. And Hood showing that he's got some capabilities here to carve you up.
Tell you what, man, they're showing a lot of confidence in Hood. They're not really looking to punt. Too many spots on the field. And you see why they have confidence in him. Steps up in the pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Delivers
they let him crash, the outside. Kept him a clean pocket up front. See if Bismarck can start to get some pressure right there through the A-gaps. If not, if he can step up on you like that, he's very accurate. This time he'll take it off and run.
Hello.
Oh, Martinez picks him up and dumps him.
My goodness.
Wow. I tell you, right there, that was unbelievable. I need to listen to some Macho Man before I try to do that again.
River Crest leading EPC 21-8 right now.
So here we go. Three wide. I'm sorry. Two receivers to the right. Got 2 tight ends in. Going to hand it to Bowdle on a sweep. Good defense that time. I believe it was Preston Hughes. Nope, number 9, not 3. Landon Williams, who shot in, was able to get a hold of him and get him down.
This is big for Glen Rose. I'm sorry, for Bismarck right now. They really need to hold him out of the end zone here.
Offensively, Bismarck not gotten stride yet. And it would be tough if they went down 14 here or 2 scores. So now they're coming out 4 wide. Trips to the right.
Motions
Big
and
motions.
shift.
Got a big kind of a bunch over here on the right side. Hood's looking. He's got a clean pocket. He's got a wide open left side. He's going to go. Can they close the gap? They will. He reaches out. Is he in? He is.
Tell you what, man, just
Gage Hood.
The pressure that they put on you, motions, shifts, unable to line up correctly, and they force you to give something to them. And right there, that was a big-time play by Glen Rose.
So 82, Hunter Chapman back in to kick it. Baldwin to hold it. Good snap. Kick is up. Barely got over the hands of a couple of Lions, but it's through, and it's 14-0 with 9:02 to go in the first half.
Producer, you have 2 new things in the folder.
We'll keep it here. As Bismarck gets ready to receive this kickoff. What do you think right now, Brad? Go ahead and kick an onside right here and see if you can just put your foot on the juggler.
You've got a lot of room to play with right now at 14-0. Now, but one thing you don't want to do if you're Glen Rose is give Bismarck any kind of momentum right now to kind of get this thing back in their column. But Bismarck has got to find a way to run some plays.
Well,
if Glen Rose has the football the whole time, they're going to score.
Glen Rose right now, their head coach is looking like the riverboat gambler. They'd gone for it on multiple 4th downs. It wouldn't shock me.
Hey, I'll tell you what I'm seeing out of this offense right now is very, very. It's going to be tough to stop for anybody because of the pressure that they do with the shifts and the motions. I mean, it's hard for a 3-18 to line up on this.
He is going to boot it away, and that is going to be Ethan Keithley with the ball. Going to go over the right side. He's got a wall. He's got the edge. He's over the 50. Can he cut it back and make it? He's going to be caught from behind eventually as they catch up. But he's down inside the 35 to the 33 of Glen Rose, and Bismarck needed that.
They needed that bad. They needed that bad. That was a big-time play. Of course, like you said, that's another Keithley out there making a play.
A junior.
Yes, sir. So big-time play there by the youngest. I say the youngest. We don't know.
We don't know.
There may be other ones.
Coming out of the woodwork.
I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comments if there is.
They're going to actually the initial spotter on this side came in on the 33, but they backed it up to the 35 now. Still a great return from Keithley. Birch. Now Cademan comes in behind. Little high snap. They'll give it to Cademan, and he's got the edge, and when he does that, it's usually over. Can he make a man miss? He can! Nice jump cut. And Cademan Keithley, watch the replay as it develops. He's going to take it to the house.
And just like that, they're right back in the ball game.
Watch this. High snap. Great job from the sophomore Birch to get the mesh down. And then the speed of Keithley, the vision, and the cutting all shows up for the young man.
How about the play call there? I love that play call. Nice counter play there by Bismarck, really putting Glen Rose in peril right there. Keithley was able to get the edge, go for the score, 35 yards out.
And a nice block, and that kick
no good.
Is no good. I think we'll have to go. You still got that replay? Show it one more time as we get ready for a break here, a short one. I think it's Cash Clements out in front blocking. Watch this block by 22. It's 20-something. I'm fixing to find out. Looks like 20. Number 20, that is Brody Allen.
Just enough.
Said his name before in previous years, a senior. Getting his block outside, giving Keithley the options at the end. We'll be right back.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
And we're back at the home of the Lions. They've cut the gap to a one-possession game, down 8, 14-6. Low line drive. He's going to take a tough bounce. He's going to pick it up. He's going to break a tackle. and they'll eventually pull him down. These kids in the stadium throwing footballs around. I keep thinking a flag. I keep seeing a flag pop up.
And
that was our mystery man, number 0.
Obviously, you're never going to turn down a 35-yard touchdown run, but that was one play, one offensive play, and one kickoff return. And again, you're talking about time of possession. You can't allow Glen Rose to have the ball as long as they've had it, but obviously, you're not turning the touchdown down.
8:39 to go. Bismarck scored very quickly, and we had, I'd said that, they haven't gotten in a rhythm so far offensively. They've changed that now. Here comes a snap. It's a tap pass, and it's a reverse. Back to the quarterback. It's a razzle-dazzle. He's hit on release. If it wasn't for that, man, he would have really had to get some air on there. He was going to have to throw that thing 50 yards to get him to get it in stride. But,
well, they're lucky it wasn't intercepted there because, it was just it was a flailing duck.
Yep, little flea flicker action. Good job by the cameraman.
Yeah, nice
Couldn't
job
quite
by
see
Woj.
the number there for to follow the ball.
That's an old Gus Malzahn play right there. He called it home run. Just too long to develop that time.
Might have been Malachi Moore in there on the hit. Him or Matthias Martinez, I believe. And this time they're just going to hand it off up the middle. He's weaving through traffic. He's gotten to the edge. Good hard run and shifty run from the running back. That is Battle. Darren Battle, number 7. He's looked good enough.
That's essentially the same play call that Bismarck scored on right there. So a little bit of here, a little bit of there for both these teams.
Good-looking jerseys by both teams. I remember Bismarck, they haven't changed much. Got the black pants going and out for Glen Rose. Quarterback's going to keep it over the left side. That's Hood. He breaks the tackle, carries his man for a first down up to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Beavers.
We were here 2 years ago for this game.
Yes.
That was the first game that we have ever done at Bismarck. Was that Glen Rose game. And, of course, at that time, nobody knew a lot about Bismarck. Bismarck's been on the climb. Glen Rose was the one that had the upper hand, but Glen Rose fell to Bismarck for the first time in years last year.
Quarterback's going to get it. He's going to fake it. A little play action. And that one, they're going to call the flag because they were both fighting each other down the sideline. Is it offense or defense?
No, it's
We're going to find out.
It's defense. They're moving it. I felt like it's pretty good coverage there.
A little bit of arm bar in action.
Yeah, a little bit. But, that one that came down here, they didn't call that one. That was a little bit more blatant than that. But, that's the way it goes sometimes in football.
Yep. They're going to mark it off. It'll be a first down as they move the chains here. It's going to put them into Bismarck territory at the 45-yard line. So that was a huge 15-yard penalty. Bismarck is cooking again in the line territory. This time he's going to another play action. This was Sells into the hands of Hughes. Hughes is going to get up to the 50 and ran out of bounds right on the 50, maybe the 49.5. A little bit of talking on the sideline. And that ball, we've seen it sell a few times tonight. That time, defender right in the perfect place for it as Hughes turns around and gets a Christmas gift early.
Ball sailed on him, and that happens sometimes as a quarterback, especially when you're trying to fit it into small places. And right there, Bismarck was able to capitalize. And, all the momentum that Glen Rose has, Bismarck has it right now with 7:21 left in the first half.
It's little things like that, especially on the road, that can come back to hurt you. Bismarck now with a lot of momentum. And 10 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago in game time, really 2, it looked a completely different situation. High snap, good hands from Birch, and look, he breaks a tackle. Oh, a jump cut. He's off to the races. The 10, the 5, the 15-10-5 touchdown.
49 yards.
Caden Birch, the sophomore quarterback, and sometimes the high snap or like on a kickoff when a ball hits the ground, guys will get out of their lanes. They kind of freeze. And that's exactly what happened right there. He got off to the second level. Then he did the rest of it on his own. Here's the replay. Excellent camera work from our man, Aaron Wojcicki. Makes that man miss. And then there's just the little hezzy right there was beautiful. He kind of looks back. Says, I got time.
And we got ourselves a ball game here. That's what we were hoping for.
Going for two.
Having to switch from Dardell to here. So we're glad to see it materializing right now.
Shotgun formation. Keithley comes in motion. And they're going to give it to Martinez. He gets a head of steam, and he's in. And just like that, it went from 14-0 to 14-all. The Bismarck home fans are loving it as you hear them. Let's take a break, Aaron. We'll be back right after this on ASN.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
And we're back. Wow, what a game so far. It's been a momentum swings in this one so far, Brad.
Absolutely. But it's turning out to be the type of game that we expected it to be, and so we're excited to be here. Like I said, looks like Gosnell's beating Osceola. Gosnell's for real this year, by the way.
The Pirates.
28-7. Osceola in danger of falling 0-3 here in the non-conference.
Mansfield, you already read that one, 8-6 over Lamar early. That was a good one last year. Kickoff up the middle by our mystery man, number 0. He's breaking tackles. Eventually brought down, I believe, by Cademan Keithley. I think it was number 5 that had him. Sure. Could have been number 9, actually. I think that was Landon Williams. So starting at the 30, 70 yards for Glen Rose to go here. So all day, though, except for that errant pass, Glen Rose, first drive, Bismarck was able to slow him down, and they had to turn that one over on downs. But they've been able to knife through them. Let's see what they can do here, get some momentum back. Going to pump fake, looks the other way. Now he's going to hit his man on the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds right after the catch. Or are they going to say no catch? Yeah, no catch at all. Nope, they gave it to him. Okay. The stadium announcer led me on that one a little bit. I thought he caught it and then stepped out, but that motion made you think no catch.
Right.
Well, never mind. Because was he not walking up on the spot and then they back it up?
Yes.
So they say he caught it out of bounds completely. 2nd and 10. So here we go. 4 wide for Glen Rose, 1 running back. Now they bring number 1 in motion. That's Stevens. Okay. Quarterback's back to pass. He gets hit on the release. He's got his man, overthrows him just barely. And man,
I'll tell you, I haven't seen an aggressive offense like this and this level in a long time.
Just could have held it up, got a little bit more air under it. He was going to run under that one and take it to the house. That was an impressive arm, though, from Hood. Showed it off.
He's impressive. He's impressive for sure. We definitely see why they were able to beat Malvern last week. 2-touchdown win against Malvern,
that was
man.
Impressive.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been since Glen Rose has beaten Malvern. I'm sure somebody can tell me in the comments, but that, like you said, and in fact, not just this one, but
same play, basically. 4 wide. He's looking for his man. Now he's going to take it. Makes one man miss, and he's wrapped up by number 52, Brentley Brown, a senior, 6 foot, 195-pound defensive end for the Lions, but he's got to have a first down.
But to finish my thought there, not just an impressive win over Malvern, but then beating Bauxite the week before.
Building upon it, and both very impressive wins. Bauxite's got some dudes this year, and we know Malvern's always loaded.
Well, Bauxite is huge. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
I mean, to contend with that was a big deal.
4 wide. Here comes number 1 in motion. Leighton Baldwin. He'll come up as an H-back. They're going to hand it off to Bowdle. He's hit immediately. Big 73. Malachi Moore. 5'11", 275 senior wraps him up for a short gain of 1. Bring up 2nd and 9. We're so much closer to the field this week than last week.
Right.
And we couldn't open the windows last week, so. Excuse me. Feel like we're on top of them this week. 3 wide. H-back comes from the right to the left. He's going to fake it to Bowdle. Now he's going to throw it. Got a man. And he's going to have a first down. It's Leighton Baldwin. Came out of that H-back position. Just a little hook play. Comes out, gets it. Sticks his foot in the ground, comes back inside, picks up a nice gain for a first down.
Michael Oliviella, there we go. Says, that's my nephew. Go Lions.
You're talking about the
Parker Davis.
0?
Yeah.
He's going to, tripped up. It's going to be a very short gain, about 1, maybe 2. We'll give him 2. 2nd and 8. Where was that comment at again?
Toward the bottom there.
Was it on YouTube or Facebook?
YouTube. Parker Davis is number 0.
I don't see it. You'll have to give me that info again here in just a second. Stevens comes in motion. I'm sorry, that's Baldwin. He's going to run a route. He's got a lot of pressure. He finally throws it away. They're going to say he was out of the tackle box. Won't be intentional grounding. That's going to bring up 3rd and long, about 9.
The quarterback, Birch, was Olivia's nephew.
Oh, we're still trying. I need to know number 0's name for Glen Rose, is what I'm looking for. Thank you, Michael. Oh, someone says Parker Davis is number 0.
Yes.
Tamarine Dream. Sorry. Quarterback's going to have to roll to his left. Finds a wide open man, and that was just great job from number 5, Weston Stanley, on a little scramble play. Once the quarterback started the roll, he just took off, and the defender didn't go with him. He was wide open, had a huge window.
Big play after big play here for Glen Rose here in this first half. Bismarck doing a good job, though, hanging in there. They're battling, and I think that's what they're going to have to do tonight to really be able to win this ball game. They're just going to have to battle them.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. They're going to give him the 11. I apologize. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. I have a chance for a first down at the 1. 3 wide. Got a running back and an H-back. They'll move the running back over to the right side. So we got 2 H-backs stacked. Here comes a man in motion on a sweep. Quarterback keeps it. Going to get a few yards. Going to be up to about the 7.
It's a zone read off of a jet blitz there. They pull the backside guard for the read play there. And good job defending it there by Bismarck.
Yep. Run off that jet sweep, and he'll get all the way to the, looks like they gave him the 8. So going to need 2nd and about 6 here. About 7, I should say. This time, hand off to the running back, and he just kind of let it develop a little bit. Patient running. Not much, but he'll get about 2. We're going to put it down right at the 6. Got to get to the 1. Bring up 3rd and 5. Got to get to the 1 or get in that end zone. Late substitution for Glen Rose. As Leighton Baldwin checks back in. Trips to the right. Of course, they're not going to end up this way more than likely. 1 running back. He's way to the right and kind of an H-back. Just kind of a wide split. Play action off of it. Quarterback's going to have
oh, goodness.
And wow. Caveman Keithley dives in I'm sorry. That's number 9. That's Har-Ber BC 9 and 5. That's Landon Williams. He dives in, and the quarterback should have took one more step before he decided to cut it again. And when he didn't, he come right back into the legs.
And that play goes all the way back to the 19-yard line there, maybe 18, so 12-yard loss on that sack.
They can get a first at the 1-yard line, but basically you got to get in the end zone here. 4 wide. He's got time. He's looking. He's scanning the defense. He's going to back up. Got a man in the air too long. Birch was closing in on it, but it was too high for everyone. And that's a turnover on down.
The ultimate bend but don't break defense right there. Nice job by Bismarck, getting them inside the 20, shrinking the field. Listen, this Glen Rose offense, they're going to score a lot of points and they're going to gain a lot of yards. But if you can hold them inside that 20, it's huge. I got a live reader for you tonight. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Jordan Thomas, the general manager at the AT&T store on Walton in Bentonville. We had a last-minute game change, and Jordan let Bill leave work early so he could build the entire graphics package you're seeing tonight. Now, Jordan... Well, I got to keep going here. Now, Jordan may be a Cowboys fan, which is already questionable enough. And if that wasn't enough, he's also a Texas Longhorn fan. So, yes, he cheers for a team that hasn't beaten Arkansas since dial-up internet was still a thing. That's actually not true there. That was last year.
Yeah.
But anyway, but tonight, Jordan Thomas actually got it right because he's also an ASN fan. And thanks to him, we've got everything ready for this broadcast.
Keithley on a sweep, trying to get outside. He got some blocks. He's got the edge. He's got a big first down. Breaks the tackle, cuts it back, across the 50, still carrying people to the 43-yard line. Can he hold on to the football as they try to rip it out at the end? He does.
Tell me
Cademan Keithley.
Who's more dangerous with the football in his hands at 3A than Cademan Keithley?
Man, he can make people miss, and obviously he's got the speed, and he's like, Coach, I need a breather after that one. And Martinez had a carry over on the first down there while you were reading that reader.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Clayton Martinez, 33. Okay. He had a big carry. I can't remember the yardage right now off the top of my head. 3 or 4 yards, 5 yards maybe. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 45 for Bismarck on the Glen Rose 45. Birch going to keep it. Birch. Took a big pop at the end as he got tripped up, but it's a big first down for Bismarck. Or a big run on first down, I'm trying to say.
Holding on that.
Got a holding on it. Yep. Never mind. Wipe it away.
Yep. 1:04 left. Big 1 minute and 4 left in this first half here with Bismarck moving the football. But getting behind the sticks, no good there.
They're going to say it was at the 44, so they'll be all the way back to the 47-yard line. 1st and 15. Actually, I'm sorry. 1st and about 20. I think it's 18. In the scoreboard says 20, but it's 18. 1st and 18.
4 carries for 72 yards for Cademan Keithley so far in this ball game.
4 wide trips to the left. Birch back. Got a man. It's number 0. Ethan Keithley just couldn't quite get to it. It's about a half a yard too long that time. That's going to bring up trouble, though, as now they're 2nd down and 18.
I'd like for you to stick with us for the red plate. I don't know if you've been following ASN too much, but we go to restaurants around the area that we go to. Today's was Dardell because we thought we were going to Dardell until about 3:30. So enjoy the red plate today, and we apologize to those in Dardell. We weren't able to make it. We'll talk about that later.
He's going to throw it out quickly on a little bubble screen. That's Keithley just trying to find ways to get him out in space, and he's going to have a first down depending on the spot. Looks like he's got it.
No, he's behind the sticks.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's back to the original line of scrimmage I'm looking at. 3rd and 10.
Salem beating Newport 28.
They're going to let the clock. Nope, they're going to call a timeout with 34 seconds left in the half. Coach Keithley's talking to his offense. Let's take a break. We'll come back right after this. 14 all.
talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, we're back at Bismarck. They're ready to go here. It's going to be a direct snap to Birch. Birch gets the corner, gets the outside, makes a man miss. Birch showing why hit sophomore starting a quarterback. Nice run, nice moves on the young man. He gets all the way down to the 20-yard line, just shy maybe. And we have a flag or a timeout? There is a flag on a play way back at the 44-yard line, 43.
Yep.
Show them that flag, Aaron. To the left, Aaron, other ref. Well, he's showing them what he's fixing to call.
Tough.
Between the 43 and the 44, the area of holding, they already mark it. I didn't see the signal, but I believe it's holding 10 yards from there.
Boy,
that's going to bring up third and about 19.
This drive, Bismarck really shooting themselves in the foot with penalties here.
Look at this run, though, on the replay by Birch. Splitting defenders.
Well, I don't know. They get one on that.
Yeah, eventually. Well, the line was the 40 at that point. 45, I should say.
Bryant leading Parkview 27-0. Hector over Yellowville Summit 20-0. Atkins is up 35-0 before the half. Gosnell up 35-7 over Osceola right now.
So 3rd and 19. It was 2nd and 18 earlier. Birch is going to hit his man underneath. That's Preston Hughes. And look at him go right to the first down. He does fumble at the end, but they'll say he's down. Real close to the stick. You got an official timeout. They're going to say first down. First down at the 35-yard line with 16.5 to go, and I think they're going to go ahead and call timeout.
Nice job by the sophomore quarterback being patient right there, not putting too much on the ball when he threw it, and got the first down. Nice job.
Bismarck will use their second timeout. So it's 16.5 to go. You got any more readers?
I do actually have one.
Go ahead.
We've also got to thank Jordan Thomas over at the ATTS store on Walton and Bentonville. He let Bill out early so the graphics for tonight's game could get done. That's right. A Cowboys fan and a Longhorns fan actually did something helpful for Arkansas. Mark it down, folks. This might be the first time in history.
Same business?
Same business.
Different reader?
So
okay.
If you don't know, again, we were supposed to be in Dardell tonight. Because of broadcast rights, they would not allow us to come in. That was nothing to do with the Dardell public schools. Yeah. And anyway, with that being said, we ended up down here. We're glad to be here. You know, if I had to redo the schedule, we probably would have came down here anyway. So it worked out well for us. We always love coming down here to Bismarck. Like I said, 2 years ago, we did this ball game, and we're glad to be here again.
1st and 10, 16.5 seconds left. Ball on the 35-yard line. Bismarck comes out with 4 wide. Running back is Martinez. Going to be a shotgun snap. He's going to have to roll with it. He's going to run. He's over to 30, over to 20. It's a first down. He's inside the 15. And Birch looking good in the open field. No flags on a play. They're going to have to get up there quickly as they reset the sticks. They do have 1 timeout left. See if they clock it here or they go ahead and run a play.
Looks like they're going to run a play.
This could be the last play. The clock has started. He will spike it with 5.4 to go.
I'll tell you what, right there, the referee could have got him right there for intentional grounding. Ball wasn't thrown at anybody. And I know that when you're in the shotgun, you opened yourself up for that. I'll say that. If you're under center, you can throw that clock and it's okay. But throwing it right at the feet of the center, I've actually seen it called a time or two.
Didn't throw it straight down. Threw it kind of out a couple yards.
Big play here. 5.4 seconds left here.
At least he's smart enough not to backward spike it like Auburn.
Right. That was cheat stuff if I've ever seen it. Referee makes a face when he sees it on the replay. Doesn't do anything about it.
4 wide. Trips to the right. He's looking. He's got a little bit of time. Pocket starts to break down. He's going to let it go. Receiver comes and gets it in the end zone. Touchdown. And that was good. Kick is up, and it's perfect and had plenty of leg. And it's 21-14. Bismarck with the last-second touchdown throw to take a 7-point lead into the half. We're going to have our road to the red plate and much more for you at halftime here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desert, d3autosales.com.
All right, we're back at Bismarck, and go ahead, Brad. I'll take this segment.
We're coming back here again. We got the road to the red plate. Fowler's and Dardell, y'all. You do not want to miss this. Great food, great hospitality there. We're going to get to that in a moment, but before we get to that, we want to talk a little bit. Obviously, everybody knows what has happened in our nation over the last couple days of time. The Charlie Kirk assassination that happened, and then of course we were remembering 9/11. We just want to recognize here at the Arkansas Sports Network that we want to recognize love, we want to recognize peace, and we want to recognize that we want to hear everybody out. We want everybody to have a voice, and we want to be able to listen. So we want to just say, number one, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we just want to spread love here. High school football, this is what it's all about, guys. It's about coming to get away from that, coming together here in the United States. Friday night, there's nothing like it around the world, and we're glad to be a part of that. All right, we're going to go to the road to the red plate here. Appreciate you watching. Again, Fowler's and Dardanelle. Again, we were supposed to be in Dardanelle. We're here now, but you're going to get a chance to see. If you're up in the River Valley, Fowler's and Dardanelle is a place that you want to make sure that you go to.
Okay.
What's up, Arkansas Sports Network fans? This is the Road to the Red Plate, celebrating Arkansas's finest restaurants. This week, we're in Dardell at Fowler's Family Restaurant, serving home-cooked meals for almost 10 years. Brad, go ahead and tell us what you had.
All right. Well, I had southern fried steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, and I had pinto beans, had some onions. We also had appetizers, the fried pickles, and the onion petals. And very impressed with the food overall here at Fowler's. So the thing that I'm finding on these trips is that it's harder and harder to decide, what food is better. Last week, I mean, it was like a platter fit for a king. This is a little different, but man, so good. The onion petals were amazing, kind of like a blooming onion, but not with the grease, not with the greasiness. And then the batter was kind of different than what you usually get. My southern fried steak was also battered nice, and it was just great. Really loved it. Also, kind of topped it off with the blueberry, I think it's called 4-Layer Delight, and that was amazing too. So all in all, it's a very good meal, very good place. It's interesting, we actually live in this area, and I have driven by this place 1,000 times and never stopped in here, and I don't know why. This is really and truly one of the better, more hidden treasures in the state of Arkansas.
Duran, go ahead and tell us what you had.
Yes, I had the fish and shrimp combo today. I had hush puppies, coleslaw, and French fries, crinkle cut fries for my sides. The fish is like an Atlantic, kind of a white fish, and I mean, it was as nice and flaky and I mean, just perfect. I mean, you couldn't get much better fish than that. Absolutely delicious. Hush puppies were amazing. They did have a little bit of corn in them. They're that style, and which I prefer. And they were phenomenal. Fried really well. The shrimp was great. Big fried shrimp, and coleslaw. Coleslaw was really good. Had a homemade style taste to it. It was delicious. And then we talked about the appetizers a little bit. The onion petals is what they call them. They come out and they kind of look like a blooming onion a little bit, but they're just basically giant petals, like this big, probably this big around, 2 inches wide roughly, and there's not as much grease as you would get with like a blooming onion, and they were seasoned amazingly well. And the batter, to me, had I don't know, to me it had a little bit of a sweeter taste to it. It was just amazing. Best onion petal top. Blooming onion I've ever had. Fried pickles were as good as anywhere I've had. I mean, they were delicious. Just made really well. Everything we had was great. I also had the 4-layer blueberry delight, and I'm not a huge blueberry fan. Everybody was talking about it. We had another person in here. They got it before we did. He really said it was awesome. He wasn't a big blueberry fan, and I like blueberry in things, just not blueberries by themselves. And I tried it, and it was phenomenal. So. Overall, just like Brad said, I mean, just a hidden treasure. I'm in the same boat as he is. I'm over in this area all the time. Never have come in here, and I can't. I'll definitely be bringing my family back. Be over here for sure. Amazing food, great job, and great service.
So I had the quarter-pound cheeseburger with the homemade fries that were really good. The burger was seasoned very nicely. It was very juicy. All the toppings on it were great. Like they said, we had the fried pickles and the onion petals. And the onion petals were seasoned very nicely. A little sweet, very crispy, not overly greasy or oily, just really good. And the fried pickles were also breaded and fried very nicely. Not as crispy as I'd like, but still very good. Especially with the ranch that came with it, and it's just a very nice dish overall. And then the pie, I had the coconut cream pie, which was made by a different person than the blueberry pie, but it was really good. The meringue on it was not too tart. The pie filling was great, and it
We're here with Susie Walker. You're the owner, right? No, you're not the owner.
I just work here.
Just work. Well, my gosh, you act like you're the owner. I mean, as far as just knowing everything about the place. So, Susie, this place really took us by surprise, and really, really good food here at this place. So, tell us a little bit about it.
We've been open here for, I believe, 8, maybe 9 years. We're open from 7 in the morning till 8 in the evenings. We serve breakfast until 10:30. Everything we do, most of it's homemade. Have homemade pies. The Fowlers started, I can't tell you how many years ago, but it was family owned. A lot of the recipes they used from their grandmother. Josh, the owner, his grandmother started it, and then they've been in business for years. His sister is the manager here, and they use a lot of their recipes, and he takes a lot of pride in making sure that everything goes out the way that his Granny Fowler would want.
Yeah. Here in Dardell, a lot of the places in town are Mexican restaurants. And so, in fact, of the places that I know here in town, this is probably the only real home style type of restaurant. That's got to be a little bit of advantage to you guys, isn't it?
It is. We have a lot of out-of-staters come through, a lot of visitors. I always love that because, as you can tell, I like to talk. But anyway, I always find out where they're from and everything like that, but we have a lot of fun. I always ask them how they found us, and they always say they look online and just type in home-style food or mom-and-pop shops, and we always pop up.
Now, of all the dishes that you have here, I'm talking desserts, everything, what's your favorite?
Mine would have to be probably the fish.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like the fish. We serve that every Friday. Another big thing of mine is the chicken strips. Like I shared with y'all, I was at the beach last week, and as soon as I got back, the first thing I did was come back and get sweet tea and a chicken strip.
Yeah.
So ranch, good sweet tea. And the ranch, we make it here, and so that's always, I can dip crackers in ranch. I could dip probably sweet tea in ranch. But anyway, we have a lot of people come in from out of state, and it's always fun when they see chocolate gravy because they didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
We had a couple come through. They started a bike ride back before COVID, and they had to stop in New York. They couldn't go any further, and they were from Great Britain. Wow. So they stored their bike in New York, and they started their bike ride again, and they came here.
Wow.
And I asked them if they wanted to try the chocolate gravy, and of course I can't do their accent. But anyway, they said they didn't know what it was. Wow. And so we did that. And they said that the chocolate gravy is a lot like custard in their country, that they love that.
Yeah.
It's really funny. You get a lot of people that out of Arkansas, they don't know what chocolate gravy is.
Well, that is such a specialized thing anyway. Either you really like it or you don't. But it's kind of, I've never really been one of a chocolate gravy fan. And then my mother-in-law, her recipe that she makes, I was like, man, this is not bad at all. Yeah, it's definitely a different thing.
And that's something with Josh and Lisa. They want the recipes followed. If they're their grandma's recipes, they want them followed.
Right.
And so that's one of her recipes. It's a chocolate gravy one. So.
Well, tell people how to get over here to this place.
Well, my directions are not always the best directions, but we are behind the courthouse here in Dardell. We're not far from Mount Nebo. I always encourage everybody to go up to Mount Nebo, especially the bikers and stuff. And we have kind of a thing going with Scott that's up on Mount Nebo. He always refers everybody down here a bit. But we're right behind the courthouse, the Yale County Courthouse in Dardell.
That is something that you need to understand. If you ever want to come over here to Fowler's, you can't really see it from the road. But if you turn on 2nd Street, and you head, what direction would this be?
Well, we're on North 2nd Street.
Yeah, North 2nd Street.
512 North 2nd Street, right behind the courthouse. And it looks like a Mexican restaurant, but it's really not.
It's home-style food, and it's really good. So we appreciate you guys having us today.
Yeah, glad y'all came.
All right.
Like and subscribe, and comment where you want to see us next week on the road to the Red Plate.
coming back with stats. And we're back here at the home of the Lions here in Bismarck. They're up 21-14 after they ran off 3 scores in a row unanswered. 21-0. It's been a game of runs so far, Brad. Been impressed with everything tonight. I mean, we're really excited to come in and see Gage Hood. He's definitely lived up to the billing, made some nice throws, used his feet. And then we were excited to see kind of what Bismarck had this year, which is kind of funny there from
right, Bismarck.
Oh, man. The roster we got is a mispronunciation, but it's an inside joke.
It's an inside joke on us, for sure.
Yeah. So anyways, we got some statistics for you here. I'll let you take that, Brad.
All right, for Glen Rose, had the ball for most of the first half. 72 rushing yards, 158 through the air, 230 total for the Beavers. And, it felt like Duran at first, they were going to run off with this ball game. But, man, I'll tell you, every time that we see this Bismarck team, what do we see? Moxie. We see them. They're not going to quit. They're not going to give up. We've seen them fall behind. I would say 2 or 3, 4. What is this? This is the sixth game.
4 games last year, 1 year before, so 6 games.
Sixth game that we've done with Bismarck, and every time they just don't quit. And I'm sure that is, Coach Daniel Keithley. He's obviously got them going in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, with that being said,
having kids,
right?
That doesn't hurt.
Run them through here, man.
It doesn't hurt.
149 on the ground for Bismarck, 43 through the air, 192 total. And the 1 turnover was the interception that sailed on Hood. I'm impressed with Hood. I'm impressed with this offense of Glen Rose. They put a lot of pressure on you. And, right now Bismarck's doing a good job of holding up to that pressure.
I totally agree. And what I was trying to say before we got kind of laughing there was, what we're seeing out of Bismarck, who they got back this year and who's running the show. We didn't know if it was Hughes or not. And it's Birch. And Birch has showed that he's definitely got some life in those legs, and he's hit some passes as well. And pressing out at receivers really helped them. He had a big interception in this one as well, turned things around for Bismarck when things were tough at the moment. And, of course, he's got all the other weapons around him, the younger Keithley, Ethan Keithley, and, of course, Cademan, who's running the show, just really having highlight plays after highlight plays. And just got a great supporting cast with Clayton Martinez, number 33. The line continues to show off. Malachi Moore, Matthias Martinez. And then over for Glen Rose, we talked about Hood already, but I've been impressed with Leighton Baldwin. I've been impressed with Darren Bodle. Bodle's definitely a guy that when he puts his foot in the ground and gets vertical, he can really run away from some people. Damian Stevens had a chance on a play where he was behind the defense, just couldn't get under the ball. There's not quite enough air on that one, but it's 2 really good teams. But that's why they're ranked 4th and 6th in our polls. Glen Rose is 4, Bismarck is 6 after their Mansfield loss. But just 2 teams that are definitely in the thick of things in the 3A.
How about this non-conference schedule that Bismarck's played so far? Number one, they and Glen Rose go back a long time in conference, but they're non-conference foes right now. But they played Glen Rose, and then they played Mansfield. They went to Mansfield and played that game. That was an overtime loss. But you're talking about Glen Rose. If you put Glen Rose and you put Bismarck and you put Mansfield in a hat there, you're talking about 3 teams right there that could make it deep into the playoffs.
I 100% agree. Just a lot of talent, and the top of the 3A. 3A is just really deep, but the top, I mean, Aaron was distracting me there with bringing in some water from the concession, but you're talking about Fordyce and Salem.
Right, Fordyce and Salem for sure.
Mansfield's in the hunt for sure.
Let's go to some scores real quick if we can. Greenwood and Har-Ber tied at 21. Greenwood's got a 28-game winning streak on the line right now. Gosnell up on Osceola 42-7. I think Gosnell's for real this year. Bryant leading Parkview 35-0. 38-0 Pottsville over Clarksville right now. Lake Hamilton was leading Arkadelphia 21-15. Let's see here. Hector was leading Yellville Summit. EPC storming back, leading Rivercrest 24-21 in that ball game. So there's a lot going on there. Game that we were supposed to be at tonight. Last score that we got was Nashville was losing to Dardell 14-6.
All right, well, that's going to wrap us up. We've got about 1:15. They're probably going to add a few minutes back, but we're going to take one more break here. We'll be back, and it's going to be interesting to see if Glen Rose can get that momentum back. They're down 21-14 right now. We'll be back right after this on ASN.
What's up, Arkansas? The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic is tipped off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
Since inception, Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree. You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind, offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desert, d3autosales.com.
All right, we're back at Bismarck, and go ahead, Brad. You got something to talk about?
Just going to say, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, if you're enjoying what you see here on the screen, we've also got Super Chat open, as well as Cash App. You can Cash App us if you're enjoying the stream at #ARSportsNet.
Oh, look at that
yeah.
font.
If you're enjoying what you see, we do appreciate it. A lot of times we get local sponsors involved, but we didn't even have time to do that today. So we do appreciate Bismarck and Glen Rose. We got an
onside kick, and it's not going to make it. That's going to be a penalty, and that was dangerous.
It was.
Flying in on it.
It was. It was dangerous for sure.
They'll have it right there at the 47-yard line of Glen Rose to start out. So Bismarck keeping the momentum.
Aaron, you don't have to leave that up the whole time. I got you. Anyway, if you want to do that, we do appreciate it. It helps us out tremendously. Steve Keener.
All right, here we go. Bismarck in the shotgun. 4 wide. Martinez is the running back. It'll be a little bit of a low line drive snap. He fields it fine as quarterback keeper up the middle. Nice pickup on first down. Here's going to mark him at the – go ahead.
I apologize. Here's
42.
one thing that I've noticed about
38.
Bismarck. Right, sorry,
I'm
man.
sorry.
I apologize.
I was wrong, though.
So, 8-yard gain there. But one of the things I see about Bismarck, and anytime that we've seen them play also, is the fact that when they find something that works, they don't go away from it. They just keep going at it.
And they just play so hard that you got guys that'll give their all every play. You're going to have a lot of success. 4 wide again. And this time they're going to bring a little tap pass to number 0, Keithley. That's Ethan. That ball comes out. It's on the turf. It's going to hit a helmet. It's still in. Glen Rose on it. It's still loose. And Bismarck covers it. And now we got to fight for it. I believe Bismarck does have it.
I feel like that Glen Rose is wanting.
He's going to say it went out of bounds first.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I felt like the Glen Rose guy was out of bounds when he touched it.
Right, and they didn't have firm possession. So it'll be Bismarck ball, but it's going to be a huge loss.
Yeah,
and it's going to bring up third and about 19.
Appreciate you.
That was go ahead.
We got a little cash out. As soon as I find out, I'll give you the. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Show us.
Right. If I can tell.
We appreciate that a lot. So here we go. 3rd and 19. 4 wide again. And that was a younger Keithley that time. I had it pop out. Ethan Birch back to throw. He's got plenty of time. He's going to finally escape. Makes one man miss. He really sets the first defender up well so far in this game. Gets back into Glen Rose Beaver territory. Down to the Beaver 47.
So we got Lynette Smith cash out. Appreciate them.
Lynette Smith. We appreciate it a lot.
Yep. And Trace Bustle said Glaze number 5, Weston Stanley. I don't know. Bismarck Lions coverage. Thank you, Lynette, for that. Thank you, Trace, for that. Appreciate
I'm not
you.
Sure, if I
don't know.
Okay. Number 5, Weston Stanley. So here we go. 4th and 10. They're going to punt it. He gets it away. It's going to be kind of angled away. It's going to bounce out of bounds right inside the 20-yard line. So good job. Pinned him down inside the 20 on the punt that time. Was that Hughes? It was. Preston Hughes. Left-footed kicker. Bet he throws left-handed too, Brad.
Yeah. Right. Salem beating we saw.
I was
that.
amphibious. I could throw with my left and my right. I'm still going pro one day.
Yeah,
maybe. I like to get my lead off before third base. I'm telling you, it fools the pitcher, messes with them.
You okay over there?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, good.
Here we go.
If
you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. 4 wide. They're going to hand it to Battle. Battle over to the left side. Breaks one tackle. Now he'll still pushing a pile. Good hard run from Battle. Going to have a nice pickup. I think they're going to give them the 25. See the official spot here. 25-yard line. It is just shy of the 25. Second about 4.
We're getting a lot of Weston Stanley cash apps now.
Really?
Weston Stanley is the GOAT. There you go.
And now we're going to have a illegal procedure on the offense. Ball start. Back them up 5. So 2nd 4 is going to turn into 2nd 9. Glen Rose couldn't get the onside kick to start it out. They did hold Bismarck, though, after they were kind of moving. They had that fumble that Bismarck shot themselves in the foot with. And now they got this penalty, getting themselves off schedule a little bit. They really could use a first down and kind of get down the field again, see if they can get their offense clicking. Quarterback looking. Now he's going to throw, and it's a pick six by Cademan Keithley. Wow. You knew it when it went in his hands. One man to beat, and he really didn't have to hustle to get by him. Sir. Looked it down and threw it right to Cademan Keithley, and it is a 4-score run turnaround here for Bismarck. 4 in a row.
What a turnaround in momentum here,
Great,
and a lot of it has to do with 5, man. 5 is – he's just a dude. He's just a dude, right?
He is. Got to know where he's at all times, offense or defense, special teams, it don't matter. Number 5 is special. My Houston nut, sorry. So 21 in the kick, that is Van Nall, the senior. Looks like number 9 out there, Landon Williams, going to hold. Williams had a heck of a night on the defensive side tonight, making tackles everywhere. Good snap. Nall kicks it through, and it's 28-14, 28 in a row for the Bismarck Lions.
I think I'm getting Randy Rainwater right now.
What?
I think I'm getting set up. Hey, Braden, thanks for the Cash App. Appreciate it. Getting the $1.67 Cash App.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
6, 7. You've heard that?
My kids say it. I don't know what it means, and they don't really know what it means either.
They don't.
6'7".
Hey, right?
Something like that.
It is what it is. Appreciate the Cash Apps nonetheless, right?
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Keep sending $1.67s or whatever they are.
We'll take 500 of those.
Yes.
I appreciate you joining us. Really, for real, we enjoy going back and forth with people. Appreciate you. Pick 6 says Luis Bolanos. Yeah. Super Chat is open as well. So appreciate you for joining us here. 461 live devices going on right now.
Nice. For a game that no one knew about till about 4 o'clock.
Correct.
4:30, I think, is when we officially posted it. Hey, we've turned or south.
Right.
Fort.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's south or it's left or right. They don't know which way we were facing, so I'm safe. Still, I said something. There's a squibber. They're going to have to pick it up. He's going to have to fall on it, and they're going to start at the 25, maybe the 26. Have to go a pretty decent stretch this time for Glen Rose.
So now Glen Rose hoods their game a little bit. Got to figure it out. I mean, I'm just 9:28 left in this ball game. There's a lot of time.
A lot of time, and we've seen how explosive they are. Hood's had a couple picks in this one. You got to calm down. Some of those where you play action, you look one way and then you flip it back. Sometimes you don't get your head around quick enough. You've ran that play a bunch in practice and don't see all the defenders. You got to take your time here and make sure you got an open receiver.
Jameson Ayers says, "How do I cash app? Hashtag AR Sports Net."
5 wide, empty set. Hood looking, got time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it long, and that's up for grabs. Preston Hughes, and it goes out of bounds. There's a hit on the back end by Keithley. That ball goes out of bounds. Would have landed out even if he'd have caught it. 2nd and 10.
Hood is a gunslinger, no doubt about it.
I'd like to see Glen Rose kind of calm it down a little bit, get some of those quarterback runs, see if they can get a few yards here and get into some short and mediums or short and 3rd and shorts, that type of situation. Right now, they're staying behind the sticks a little bit.
Yeah. And Hood's starting to force things a little bit here. It worked for him early in the game, but, Bismarck has settled down against this offense. They're being able to figure it out just a little bit.
I believe that was Blake Cranford a moment ago. This time the quarterback pulls it out of the belly off the sweep. He gets positive yardage up to the 30. Give him the 31, a pickup of about 6.
Only thing is he's getting hit pretty hard right now.
Yeah, he took a pop. I was watching number 11, Cranford, who got in there on the play before. That time he took the sweep man. Hood was able to get upfield. 3rd and 5 here. Make it 4. 3rd and 4. So they got a stack receivers on the left side, kind of a bunch. There was 3 over there. They're going to hit it to the last man. Is that a lateral? It wasn't. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 deep in Glen Rose territory. They're going to have to get rid of it. They're going to have to punt this one away.
Appreciate Wyatt Stanley again, Trace Bussell, and Jamie Ayers for cash out. Quick. Shout out Weston Stanley.
Caden Keithley back to receive this one. He's going to have, it's going to bound. Will he pick it up? He's thinking about it, but he's going to let it go. They will down it at the 32-yard line.
Coleman Milroy as well.
Got 2 copies here.
I didn't realize that.
We're in the Rockies. Brad's over here trying to see some of the rosters we had too. We were so scrambled early on, we didn't have time to really get our layout, but got a copy here for you.
Aaron, I'm going to send you a new one of those. Yes.
So Bismarck has a chance to have 5 unanswered scores if they can convert on this drive. Starting out 4 wide, trips to the left. Martinez in the backfield alongside Birch. Birch looking. He's got a man across the middle. That's Keithley. Referee gets in his way, and he's going to lose yards. Oh, he comes out of there. 1 shoestring tackle away from another touchdown.
My goodness.
How does he do it?
I don't know. I will tell you how he does it. He just runs hard, man.
Watch the replay here as it develops. Watch the referee. I think definitely slows some things up. He has to get around him. He actually pushes him with the arm bar a little bit. And then still swarms to the ball. Beavers swarmed well that time. You got to against Keithley because if you don't, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Man comes in motion. That's Hughes. Little tap pass. Great penetration right up the middle by number 21. That is not on the roster. I apologize. So if you know who 21 is for Glen Rose, let us know. Great job coming right through the A gap, it looked like that time. That's going to back him up second about 17 on this one.
Who was on the carry there?
That was it was a pass, a tap pass to Preston Hughes.
Okay.
Martinez is the running back alongside Birch, 4 wide, 2-by-2 formation. This time they're going to pull it out of the belly. Got a wide open man. Can he get under it? He can't. Oh, he was trying to hit the younger Keithley, Ethan, who's actually listed as a quarterback, by the way, a junior. And he would have been still running if he'd have got that one.
21 is Tyler Katz. Trace Bussell just keeps sending me cash app. I appreciate it, Dollar.
Tyler Katz.
Tyler Kratz.
Kratz. C-R-A-T-T-S.
K-R-A-T-Z.
Okay, Kratz. I got you.
As long as you say it right.
Yeah, I know, but since I spelled it, we need to correct it. Uh-oh. We have a flag in. I think Keithley knew it. Ethan over there split out wide to the right. He went down to a knee right there when they didn't snap it. So Bismarck way back up now, 3rd and 22.
Boy, they had him wide open behind the defense. You don't get more open than that. Yeah, absolutely. Tell you what, I'm impressed with both these teams tonight. I can definitely see these 2 teams playing deep into the playoffs. They're both solid clubs.
I think this is a big play here. I think they're probably going to hand it off. We'll see if they play it safe, but I think they need to get some positive yardage. They're going to flip it. Oh, it's a hook and ladder to Keithley. He breaks a tackle. They're going to say he stepped out. He can't believe it. He's beside himself.
Now.
But he still got the first down. I believe he did.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Hook and ladder. I mean, they're pulling all the stops in this one. And right when Glen Rose was possibly, that's what I was about to say. I think Bismarck needs to get a few yards to get Glen Rose pinned back deep, hopefully, for their sakes. Glen Rose needs a stop, and then they break your back with a hook and ladder. And
great play.
Wow.
Great play.
If he doesn't step out of bounds, who knows what would have happened.
You've got to be impressed with the execution of Bismarck. They just execute so well.
Birch rolls to the right. He's got to get rid of it. He gets hit. That's going to be a pick. He's on his knees. I think they'll blow it dead. They're not blowing it down, or are they did finally? Okay, so they're going to mark them down at the 34-yard line, just shy of 35.
That's a huge play for Glen Rose. I mean, you go
is.
down 21 in this game, you're probably not winning it. Two-score game, you're still there.
You just stuck your foot in the door right now. If you're a Glen Rose Beaver fan, still plenty of time.
Got to give a shout out to one of my assistant football coaches on Pottsville Pee Wee. We got Jake Jones watching, or he was at least.
Big Glen Rose man, ain't he?
He's a Glen Rose guy.
Yeah, I know. My wife actually knows his wife. I'm trying to remember how. My wife's from Benton, so not far down the road.
I don't know if Peyton's watching or not, but I'd love to know.
Check out this formation: 5 wide, 4 to the right. It's going to be a quarterback keep, and Hood's going to get to the second level, close to a first down. They're going to go ahead and mark it right at the stick. I think it will be 1st and 10 after a 10-yard pickup from Hood. Did they not start the clock that time? Is that what you're saying there? Okay. Yep. They did start it. All right, here we go. 5 wide again. 4 to the right, 1 to the left. Checking with their coordinator here. Now Battle comes back in an H-back spot. It's going to be a direct run. Nice cutback. Good footwork. Right in the hole that time from Hood. And that's a very good pickup on first down. Looks like he got 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Need to get about a football short of the 45-yard line for a first down. Same formation this time. See if they move anybody around. They will. It's going to be a jet sweep. He's going to fake it to him. We'll play action off the sweep. Got a man deep and no flags, it looks like. And that's going to be incompletion. Bring up 3rd and about 3.
You know, Hood started off real hot early, but boy, his last few passes, I mean, he's incompleted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then if you count the interceptions, he's got 3 picks right now. So not too many complete passes lately. Adjustments abound.
Quarterback keep, got to get 3 yards. He's going to have it. Going to get about 5.
They're going to give him just over the stick there.
The near guy is giving him the 44-yard line.
Yeah.
So pick up a 5 on a play.
Interesting.
Well, it was kind of short, just short of the 45. So 4.5.
Got one down. Braden Bell says it's his birthday, so I want to give him a shout out for the Cash App. Appreciate them.
And now they moved it up another yard.
Appreciate him for giving us Cash App. You can support us there if you'd like. 28-14 here, Duran, 5:39 to go.
And that's Zane Talbert down on the field right now, and he's a very important piece to the Bismarck Lions team.
Hey, y'all, we got 469 live devices right now, and we only have 16 likes. If you haven't liked, share, comment, subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Hit that notification bell.
Bake a cake.
Yeah.
Just a few directions there. And he looks like he's got an ankle injury, possibly. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll let you know what happens here right after this.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Cameron Kitchens, you're welcome. Thank you for being so kind in the comments. Appreciate that. Marshall Blassingame says he's watching from Star City. We're getting different reports. 21 is Gavin Quantz.
Okay, so, they got him as 51 on the roster. So Gavin Quantz. He's got a man. He had 2 men, actually. But Hughes left his man when he saw the direction of the ball. But
You know, Hughes was in our Newcomer of the Year award list 2 years ago, and he's playing defensive back, and
has a pick tonight.
Really showing some senior leadership back there in the defensive backfield. Yeah, I just mentioned that one.
Second and about 9. Hood is back. He's rolling over to the right side. He's got a man, and it's just a little high. He's been a little bit high, kind of sailing him a little bit tonight.
So I'm going to say this.
Tight coverage.
Right now, what you're seeing is more of an umbrella defense for Bismarck. They're trying to make him throw underneath. He doesn't want to throw underneath. He wants to throw over the top, and everything that he throws is 100 miles per hour. They got to get him to settle down. You know, he is really struggling right now. 9 of 25, 158, 3 picks here in this ball game.
Yeah, hit some of the easy throws and kind of get your confidence back. Getting a rhythm. 4 wide. Now they're going to bring the one to the left and a sweep. And it was a low snap, and he put that into some tight coverage. A little Brett Favre action on that one. And like you said, he throws it extremely hard. I don't think he's throwing not hard.
No.
And the receiver couldn't pull it in.
He's got a gun. No doubt about it.
And he had to throw that one hard or it might have got picked for sure. But that's going to bring up 4th and about 9.5.
Well, this offensive rhythm that they had early in this ball game, they just cannot find it right now.
I'm just kind of looking at the stick wrong. It is 4th and 10. Apologize. He's back. Throws that one. Overthrows. He really put all he had on it. Led his receiver too far, and that is a turnover on downs. And Bismarck time is starting to be more of an issue for Glen Rose, and Bismarck setting themselves up now after another good series of good defense to have a chance to run some time off this clock and really take a commanding lead if they can go down and score.
Hood's last 9 passes, incomplete, interception, interception, incomplete, 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 incomplete. Tough. And
too long on most of them.
Right. And then 3 of, 5 of the last 6 before that.
Definitely need to hit them, get some things underneath working, some little button hook top plays, and run the ball some more as well. They were doing that a moment ago. Had a couple of quick QB design runs, and it was working for them. And here's a false start, back them up 5. 1st and 15 for Bismarck. And right now, Bismarck, we saw this with them a little bit last year in the it was the Fordyce game. Early on, everything was going right for them. Everything was going wrong for Fordyce. But they kind of had a chance to really put them away early. They did eventually. And there's a bad snap. It's on the ground. He's going to pick it up. Birch, he's going to better get down. Nope, he's going to run out of it. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage after the 5-yard penalty to bring up 2nd and about 15 still.
Right now, Bismarck needs another touchdown here. You don't want to let them hang around here.
That's what I was trying to get to before we got into the action there. Got a chance to really blow the door open.
Tim Rogers says, watching from Bearden.
And they're going to get a movement by the receiver. Looks like Ethan Keithley. And that's going to be 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. 2nd 20 now.
And you got Greg Hiller in the comments saying, go little brother, coach, and nephews, the Keithley boys.
Nephews.
Watching from Utah.
Yeah, we've been wondering about Ethan.
Ooh, Gosnell 50, Osceola 17.
Birch back. He's got a man, and he hits him, and it was really good job by Parker Hughes to hold on that time because he got hit right at the same time the football got there. And that really helps them out now, from being 2nd 20, now you got 3rd and manageable here, 3rd and about 7.
Right, not overthrowing the football right now, just throwing it in there, and it's right on the money. I think he's really kind of found a good rhythm in this ball game, not only through the air, but on the ground as well.
He looks comfortable back there in the pocket. I mean, he really takes his time. He doesn't rush it. And then when he does have to, he takes off and shows off the wheels. Keithley, this is that play kind of we saw earlier. They're going to hand it to him over the right side. Breaks the tackle. Man, if you're a Glen Rose fan, you're like, oh, every time he gets the ball on those third downs, you've got him hemmed in, and then he breaks out and gets that first down.
Coming off the field, limping a little bit, but, man, that kid is a tough runner.
Looks a little crampy.
Yeah.
A little squatchy. Crampy. Like he might have had a left calf cramp, possibly. I don't know. They're not stretching him yet, though, that I see. Little toss out to Martinez. Martinez, the big man, getting the edge. Lowers the shoulder. Falls forward up to the 35-yard line. Picks up of about 3 on the play. Bring up second about 7.
If you are a youth football player right now, watch how these Bismarck running backs run the football, man. They are not going to go down on first contact. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact they just refuse to do it.
Second and 7 at the 35-yard line of Glen Rose. 4 wide as they come up and get set here. And now they got number 11 in at running back. That's Blake Cranford. You're going to fake it to him. Birch over the left side. Nice block. Great kick-out block from 66 that time. Kyson Hillison, offensive tackle, 6 foot, 215-pound sophomore. Get a replay on that one? If you didn't, that's fine. Watch 66 here. It's see if I can find him. It's the right tackle. He's going to pull all the way around, kick his man out, give him a seam right up the field. Good job by setting your blocks up by Birch, but a sophomore showing the patience on that. That's a sophomore blocking for a sophomore.
False start there. Appreciate Glory Thornton for giving us the cash app. Thank you for coming to Hot Spring County. You're welcome.
Pottsville on top of Clarksville, 38-6 with 9:10 to go in the fourth.
Saw Rivercrest over EPC 35-32. I don't know if that's final or not.
That's 3A taking on a 2A. EPC at the very top of the 2A. Rolling to the right is Birch. Patience wins the race. Smooth. That time, very patient running. I'm telling you, they've got something in this sophomore.
Absolutely. Impressive. And, he's got such big shoes to fill.
Yes.
Ben Keithley was so good at quarterback here. At least the last 2 years that we saw, he may have started as a sophomore. Led them all the way to the state championship game. And I'm telling you right now, at quarterback, they're not really missing a beat.
So you got Ethan Keithley split out wide to the right, trips to the left. And this time they're going to toss it to Cademan. Cademan weaves his way, lowers his shoulder, and shows off being the hammer that time instead of the nail. And he gets up again a little while, but he's definitely cramping, it looks like, in that right calf cramp.
Yeah. He's tough, man.
He's ran hard tonight. And it's hot. We've had a couple of cooler weeks, really 3 before this week. Last week it got a little bit muggy, but still not as hot as today. It wasn't in the 90s. So you've still got Blake Cranford now in running back again, a junior coming in for Keithley. He's going to get it pulled out of his belly. That ball bounces loose. Glen Rose is going to have it at the 7-yard line.
That's huge right there, man. I mean, just when you thought that they were about to put the game away, give up a fumble. That's the second turnover of the ball game.
Check out the camera work by my man, Aaron Wojcicki. We come in just a little late on the replay capture. The ball was in the air when we came in, but, man, keeping the door.
Woj, man, he's doing great up there on
is.
the camera. I guess, what is this? Is this third game?
Third game in a row in football for us.
Get it back, defense!
So let's see if Glen Rose can come down here and make this a 1-score game. Got about 93 yards in front of them. I couldn't see it. The quarterback keep it that time. He did, and that ball comes out, but the whistle's been blowed for a while.
got Amy, and I don't have a clue how to say that last name.
Pick up
Watching
a
from
1.
Oxford, Mississippi. Razorbacks going to Oxford tomorrow.
Nice.
She says, "Go Beavers." Jason McKim says, "Great game, great coverage. Glad y'all ended up in Bismarck for the game." We love being here.
So about 27 seconds now left in this quarter. Here comes a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Bowdle. Bowdle over the right side. It's going to have about 2, maybe 3 before they blow it dead for forward progression. And that won't pick up the sticks. So that's probably going to be the last play unless someone calls a timeout of our third quarter. Bismarck 28, Glen Rose 14. Third down coming up. Third and about. See where they mark it. Third and about 6, it looks like, when we get back right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Appreciate you joining us here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, got some that are supporting with Cash App. Appreciate you for doing that tonight. We do appreciate all of our sponsors as well. D3 Auto Sales, where you can be a part of the MVP conversation. All you have to do is come to our page on Facebook on Monday morning, where we will have the top 5 for the D3 Auto Sales MVP. And I guess last 2 weeks we've had almost 3,000 votes, or a little over 3,000 votes on each time. So
it's been great.
Yeah.
Sam Wallace says Danny is watching from Vancouver, Washington.
Wow.
Go Beavers, class of 85. And Cameron Kitchen says got to take the red plate to Ricardo's. We've been to Ricardo's a few times, but it was before we started the red plate, which is new this year. And there's a chance we might be back. We'll see. What do you think, the casino or over at Southern Slice?
Right.
Casino. Sorry, Aaron. There's a wide open man underneath. There's a big hit at the end, but that's going to be a big pickup for Glen Rose on a third down conversion. Number 5 on the reception, Weston Stanley, showing off the 6'4" frame.
He's getting a little hype. Weston Stanley, D3 Auto Sales MVP. Trace, you're funny, man. I love it. I love it.
Does he has to send money every time he says something?
He's every time.
Wow. 3 wide. They're going to hand it. Nope, they're going to pull it out of the belly, and that one just out of the hands of number 2, Damian Stevens, who was taking a hit right on the reception. Couldn't pull it in. That brings up 2nd and 10.
That 22-yard completion was the first completion in a long time there for Hood. So maybe he's getting back going a little bit here in the fourth. 11:35 left. Really, Glen Rose needing a score on this drive.
Who's going to keep it on a design run, and it's blown up. Number 8 for Bismarck, Parker Hughes, sophomore running back linebacker in there. The big-time tackle, and that really puts them behind the chains here. Loss of 2 on a play, make it 3rd and 12.
Look at the body language of some of these Glen Rose players.
I've been seeing it.
Yeah, definitely losing that fire a little bit. So pretty amazing here. 14-0 to start for Glen Rose, and then 28 straight for Bismarck.
3 down linemen. They bring big Malachi Moore out, trying to get a little rush in. He's got his man, and that one's off the hands. It's going to fall incomplete. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 12.
Hood's a little frustrated on that one. Who was the pass intended for there? Number 1, we got Leighton Baldwin on that one. No, he should have caught it.
I agree.
Also, he threw it
a little bit behind him.
Right, and he threw it a little. He threw it 100 miles an hour too.
Right. Bismarck got close on that one, and Caban is going to bobble, muff it. He can't get on it. Now he does finally, and that was almost disaster for Bismarck.
And that right now is the only way. That's the only way that they're staying in the ball game.
Bismarck's got to hold on to it if they want to shut the door here.
Highway 270 grill for the red plate. Hey, in Poen. Who knows?
Yeah.
Caden Keithley's the one that's been kind of limping off the field a little bit with cramps, it looks like. But he's coming back.
They can't hear him, so. Our producer's asking who got hurt for Bismarck. There was someone else that got hurt earlier, remember, on the when they take a timeout.
That's true.
That was 8 Parker Hughes, but I think he was in on that tackle a moment ago, so he's back out there. 4 wide, trips to the right. They're going to hand this to Martinez. Martinez cuts it back, breaking tackles, rumbling his way up to the 42-yard line. Nice pickup on first down. It's going to bring up second and about 3. Make it 2. Second 2, pickup of 8.
You want to watch kids run the football. If you are a coach of a peewee team, you got to watch these kids from Bismarck run the football. They just don't go down on first contact.
Really close to 9 on that pickup. Same formation, trips to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to throw it out on a bubble, and can he make a tackle, make a man miss? He does, and we got a flag. That's Parker Hughes reversing course, trying to get all the way down the field for a touchdown. Finally rode out of bounds by Damian Stevens. Let's see if we got offensive holding. It is. Well, they're asking Bismarck. They want to decline it. So is it on Glen Rose? All right, I guess he was just talking to them about it. It's going to be on Bismarck.
So it's coming back. Bismarck, they've got them where they want them.
Just self-destructing a little bit.
A little bit.
It's a good job, Stevens out there to fight off that block at the end of that. Second and about 15.
Christian says, "Go Beavs, class of 2018." Cash app.
Second 15, trips to the left this time. 1 to the right, 4 wide. He'll fake it to Martinez. Makes a jump cut. He's got a lot of green roots, and he gets the angle, and he's gone. That is Caden Birch, the sophomore. 66 yards to the house. And that one makes it very tough for Glen Rose.
No flags on the play right there. He's got 10 carries, 160.
And we couldn't see it because it was such a long replay, but he stuck his foot in the ground and made a man miss right there early. And once he did that, it was off to the races. Outran the angle from Bowdle, 66 yards.
Man, you guys have done well. Cash apped us $50 so far.
Wow. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. Pottsville goes final, 38-14 over Clarksville.
Snap is bad. He's going to pick it up. He's trying to throw it. He'll lunge it up, and it's going to be intercepted. So that'll be the end of that. 34-14, 20-point lead, and my phone finally bit the dust. Here you see the touchdown replay one more time. Unreal run from Caden Birch, just a sophomore, showing off the wheels. He's had a couple like that tonight.
Boy, we've got a ball game on our hands right now, and
there it is. We got the early replay. You do see the little jump cut, the miss make his man miss. Just outruns that angle by Bowdle.
In Junction City, Smackover leads Junction City
Wow.
29-28.
Wow, Buckaroos. They definitely have made a big jump up this year.
Joshua Burton, go Lions, class of 2004. Mike S says hotty toddy from Oxford. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You did it.
I'm not doing that.
You
Nah.
You said it.
I said it, but I don't mean it.
Hoity-toity and
go Hogs, man.
That's right.
Arkansas's got to pick this one up tomorrow. They need this one.
It's going to be interesting to see how it works out. First time that the offense has seen some major competition. But I will say that Ole Miss's quarterback, he will throw some balls out there for you that you can take back. Yeah, you
Mike
can pick
says
off.
you did it.
Who did?
Mike,
Yeah.
he says you
Yeah.
did it.
I mean,
I
took the
guess
bait.
you're not wrong.
Low line drive, going to be picked up at the 18-yard line. He's got a seam up the middle, and he's finally wrapped up at the 37-yard line by Landon Williams, who's been all over the field tonight making tackles.
I just can't believe what I'm seeing here. 14-0 Glen Rose early, and then all of a sudden Bismarck just comes back, and just
still got the magic they had last year.
Yeah.
It's been
they don't look any different. Really don't look any
Not
different,
really.
do they?
Uh-uh.
Really don't look any different. They look good. Team that made it to the state finals last year, and they're right in the mix this year again.
Man-to-man coverage on this near side. Let's see what they do here. You can't see that in the very bottom of your screen. Hood is looking for the play. There you see the top of their helmets. Trips to the right. He's looking. He's got. That's Stanley that was on this side. He never looked this way. He's going to throw it away. Bring up 2nd and 10.
We'll be at Carlisle next week. Desarth and Carlisle.
Carlisle, always a good one. Done that game 2 or 3 times over the last 4 or 5 years.
Looking for a red plate restaurant.
Yeah. Maybe Nick's.
Maybe so. Basically due east. Aaron's asking me what direction that's due east.
From us?
From
or
us,
from
yeah,
right now?
basically, yeah.
Northeast from here and basically east from Russellville. A little bit northeast, maybe. That one's going to be incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 10. And it's one of the cylinders not firing right now for Glen Rose offensively.
Magnet Cove over Poen right now, 50-34. Camden Fairview, team we watched last week, tied at 14 with Pine Bluff right now.
Pine Bluff looks, I think they're had an off year last year for them, and I think they're got a chance to make some noise this week, or this year, I should say. Quarterback's rolling out to his left, going to stop, going to throw it as far as he can. That's Stanley down there in coverage, and they're going to throw the flag on Ethan Hughes.
The taller Stanley giving Hughes some trouble down there.
Bismarck fans not happy with that one. You'll see the replay here as Hood rolls out to his left, sets his feet, puts everything he's got into that one, it looked like. And I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot there, but Glen Rose will take it in a heartbeat, and that is going to give them a first down.
Robin Hensley sends us $20. Appreciate you, Robin. Appreciate you for, she says, thank you for coming to Bismarck. And we love it. We love it. Tell you what, one of the things about coming to Bismarck this year, we were glad to be here tonight because home schedule's not great at Bismarck this year as far as just great games. This is one of the best, if not the best, they've got on home schedule this year.
Yep. They got one other one we were looking at. Trying to remember who it was.
Stuttgart up on Malvern 41-14. Hot Springs 49-7 over Alma.
Hood back to pass. He's going to roll over to the left side now. He'll set his feet. He's in trouble. He's going to be tripped up from behind, and that is Mr. Parker Hughes again. I'm sorry, Landon Williams again. He's been doing it all night.
Short little loss there.
Going to get a sack on it.
Yeah, just maybe a
About
yard
a full
loss.
yard, it looks
Yeah.
like maybe. So 2nd and 11. Glen Rose needs to score quickly here. 8:20 to go, down 3 scores.
How good is Mansfield being able to beat this Bismarck team?
Yeah, in overtime.
Right. We were here for that game last year. Very similar game to what it was at Mansfield this year.
Jet sweep, and they're going to find them off of that sweep. Actually, that's 0 they found, which is Parker Davis. He's going to have a first down.
I'd like to see a few more of those types of throws right there.
Actually, they're going to mark them short a yard. I apologize. 3rd and 1. The quarterback keep probably do something. Nope, he's going to roll it to the left. He's got a clean pocket. He's got a man.
Good throw.
And that was a perfect throw, low and away. Only person could catch that is his man, and a great catch from Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley, your guy.
Weston. He's a senior for this squad.
Wyatt Stanley.
Weston Stanley.
Wyatt is the one cash out.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right.
4 wide this time. Hand it to the running back. That's Battle. Battle gets the edge. Going to break a tackle. Oh, finally knocked out of bounds. He's hard to see right there from our vantage point, but he's inside the 5. Looks like maybe right at the 5. 1st and goal.
A lot of collision there. Appreciate you, Dominic.
We've never had this many cash apps. It's just like you're looking at the chat almost. It's just cash app after cash app. That's amazing. Good idea.
We did one time. That was at when we did that Walnut Grove, Texas game.
Yeah.
Oh, got a big time game going on with EPC.
I think we got an injury on the sideline here. We do. It's a Bismarck player. Go ahead and show us that again, Woj. Let's see if I can see the number on the down man. Number 20 getting up, walking off on his own volition. That's Brody Allen. He's a senior for this squad. Mentioned his name a few times tonight already. Good to see him getting up on his own. So here we go, back to football. Glen Rose knocking on the door. 1st and goal at the 5. Got Battle coming in motion. It's going to be a left side H-back. Now another man in motion. Jet sweep. He's going to fake it. Quarterback up the middle. It looked like it was going to be wide open. He's finally hammered. He's going to be just short. 2nd goal at the 1. Blake Cranford, one of the Bismarck Lions, in on the tackle.
How good is Mansfield, we just asked?
What did they do tonight?
They beat Lamar 30-6.
3A beating a 4A team 30-6.
Right.
Now Lamar, we think, is going to have a better year than they did last year. Hood's going to keep right side. He's in. And it is 34-20 with 6:38 to go. I would expect an onside kick after this possible 2-point conversion here.
Prairie Grove and Farmington in a big one.
They're going to kick it. Hunter Chapman going to get this one off. It's good. It splits the uprights. So 34-21. Got 6:38 to go. Expect an onside here, Brad? I would
say
assume.
so, yeah. 6:38 to go in this one. You would think so.
They tried one at the start of was that the start of the half? Either the end of the second half there, or I think it was the start of the half, actually. It had to be because they hadn't scored in a while. And it did not make the full 10 yards.
Hood, 4 of his last 5 passing, by the way. He's got 216 in the air, 3 picks. He's also got 3 touchdowns on the ground.
And that big pass interference as well that helped. That was a good drive from Glen Rose. We were seeing that right off the bat today in the first quarter. After their first drive, they took it down the field 2 in a row and just kind of shot themselves in the foot after that over and over. Threw some interceptions, had some errant throws. That's the kind of drive we thought we were going to see a lot more of. when this game first got going.
Somebody's asking about Lake Hamilton and Arkadelphia. Lake Hamilton leads Arkadelphia 28-22 in the third at last check. Paul Berry, thank you for the cash out. Appreciate that.
Lake Hamilton is a 6A now, right? We're still, yeah.
Yes.
And
So
taking on a 4A defending state champs. Arkadelphia is loaded with talent. Multiple college prospects on that team.
Rivercrest and EPC 7 minutes left in that ball game.
They're going to onside it, hit it a little hard, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
Definitely don't let them kick that one again.
Went out at the 38. They're just going to take it from there.
So right now, if you're Glen Rose, you've got to find a way to get 3 and out here. Try to keep Bismarck from running down the clock. It's total opposite of what we saw in the first half. Bismarck's had the football most of the second half here, and that's been a huge difference in this ball game. Bismarck has left the door open, but
Tom has now become an issue.
Well, Glen Rose has just not been able to capitalize on that.
When they finally scored that last touchdown, before Glen Rose came back and answered, before that, they were definitely leaving the door open, and Glen Rose couldn't cash in. Then once you get up 3 scores, they finally go down the field and score, but Tom is just such a problem right now. I expect Glen Rose or Bismarck to be running this football a lot right now. Great job on first down. If 24 in there, Austin Moreland.
Glen Rose, you got to sell out to the run right now. Keith Thornton, thank you for the cash out. Appreciate you. So 3 timeouts left on each side too. So you got to think at some point Glen Rose is going to have to start using those, but not right now with them behind the chains, 2nd and 14.
Glen Rose is going to have to make some tackles here. That if you can get a guy, if you can get him, wrapped up and stood up, if you can get in there and kind of try to strip it, and you're not going to do that with Martinez. And Martinez is going to have a first down and more. Martinez, the big man, he's at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Clayton Martinez all the way to the house, the 5'9", 205-pound sophomore. Rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling his way down for a touchdown, and he just put this game on ice, Brad.
That is a bowling ball right there. My
Look
goodness.
at the man. Shows off a little speed for the big man. I mean, he ain't slow, that's for sure.
Well, if you roll that bowling ball hard, it goes fast, right? 66 yards.
Looking like Peyton Hillis over the left side.
That is the second 66-yarder of the game.
Yeah, Birch had the other one, both sophomores.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah,
if you're
absolutely.
A Bismarck fan.
My goodness, Bismarck.
Comes the snap. It's a little high. Great job pulling that down. It almost went through his hands. Landon Williams, he had the end of the football on his thumbs. Pulls it down. Perfect hold for Van Null. 41-21. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
Pay attention to that. All right, we're back. You can cash app us at AR Sports Net. Cash tag. However, I'm not a big cash app mama. I don't know. We have so many of those. I'm a softball coach, and my wife does all that stuff. I try to stay out of it. So there's Cash App, there's PayPal, and that ball gets bombed. He just falls down on it. Might have had a chance to pick it up, but probably was still going to take a big hit after that.
I'm going to tell you right now.
5 lines coming down on him.
This Glen Rose team kind of fell apart here, but I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of talent on this team.
Oh, yes.
And, they're going to get into that 4-3A. 4-3A is really not that strong. They're going to be able to get their bearings about them here after losing this ball game tonight. And I really expect a strong team by the end of the year with Glen Rose.
I do too. I mean, we expected it coming in, but Bismarck just made some plays tonight, and Glen Rose couldn't overcome it. But there, like you said, a lot of talent on this Beavers squad, and this is just a tough one for them. This is a rivalry game, and definitely not what they wanted when they came down here tonight. And you know those games where you can think about your favorite teams, if it's college, NFL, or even high school, where you come out early and you're just like, man, you feel so good. Like, and then what happened? Up 14-0 early, and then you give up 6 consecutive touchdowns, or 5 before they finally scored again. Just one of those tough games when it happens.
Boonville over Paris tonight, 35-7. That's another 3A score.
Hood's looking. He's got to get rid of it. He will rip it out. They're going to have to come back to it, or Parker Hughes is going to intercept it, and he will. I want to see if I'm Glen Rose, I want to see my receiver play a little bit better defense on that one. I think there was enough time in the air for him to get in there and bust it up. Parker Hughes put his body between the football and the man, and that's his second pick of the game.
4th pick on the night for Hood. Again, he's got 233 through the air. Got him for 36 on the ground tonight. He's going to have better days, no doubt about it. Thank you, Tiffany Cottrell, for the Cash App. Appreciate you. If you're enjoying this.
6th year for us to be going around the state. And I know we started in Pottsville the first year, and then we started going around the state for the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. So 5th year for the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. And it's been a fun ride, Brad.
It has been. And it seems to be getting better. You know what I mean? Just little by little, it seems to be getting better.
Uh-oh. Caven Keithley still running hard. Going to have a pickup of 9 on the play. 2nd 1.
Well, we know that Bismarck means business. Looking at least right now, how everything is shaking out, they look like they're probably the favorite in the 4A7 or 3A7. I'm sorry. Like I said, I feel like Glen Rose is the favorite in the 3A4. I don't know what the playoff bracket's going to line up, how they're going to look, but I really think that these two
surprised if they snapped this for it's under 10 at least.
Yeah,
still 15 on the play clock.
You got to start running that clock down quite a bit, and they look very content to do that.
Now they're set. Snap it with 7. Oh, it's a toss. It's on the ground. And that's just going to mess up your stats. Yep. If you're Cademan, you're like, oh, come on.
Right.
After a 9-yard gain, he loses about 5 on that one. Brings up 3rd and 6.
How about this quarterback? Sophomore quarterback for Bismarck. Really playing well tonight. Caden Birch, 6 foot, 150 pounds is what they got him listed at.
Just a sophomore.
We got him for 160 yards on the ground.
2 touchdowns at least.
Yeah. Trace Bussell says, GOAT broadcast. Need to do more Glen Rose. Hey, love to.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out a way to get over there as
I love
well.
It. I love the GOAT.
Coach Steve Keener doing a great job with this program. They're going to throw it, and he's got a man. That's going to be underneath, and he played defense that time. Yeah. That's what you got to do. Ethan Keithley comes back and knocks it out of the hands of number 10, who was on that play a moment ago, I believe, Jonathan Van.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Man, we're climbing on the subscribers, by the way.
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
4th down, they're going to be punting it away here.
Rivercrest.
Caveman is the punter.
That Dardell-Nashville game's one heck of a ball game. 28-20 right now there.
Dardell in
the lead.
Good snap. Cademan gets a nice one this time. Really high arcing punt. It's going to take a Glen Rose bounce, but down immediately by number 17, Lincoln Jones, 5'9", 155-pound junior corner wide receiver.
So Joshua Barton says, do more Bismarck games. I don't know if we can do more.
I don't know if we can do more. People start thinking we're Bismarck fans.
Right. They might start thinking we're the Bismarck-only broadcast, right?
Well, we'll tell you this. If you treat us the way Bismarck does when we get here, We're going to come back more often.
100%.
I just promise you.
Hey, let's just tell the story. Again, we kind of get not Dardell Public Schools didn't have one issue tonight. I'm gonna say that right now.
No.
But when I found out that we couldn't do the Dardell game, I turned around. I just called Coach Keithley. I said, "Hey, we'd like to come. No problem." And it was just right then and there. We're on our way to Bismarck.
Good job by Caveman Keithley to bust that one up. Close to a pick at the end of it.
48-40 Rivercrest over EPC.
Yeah, and when we first started doing this, that would have not happened. If we found out at 3:30 that we weren't able to do a game, we were probably just done for that night, So, the history we've had and trying to do it the right way, do what we say we're going to do, it's made it easy and just great relationships across the state.
Yes.
Multiple places. We had some other places we were thinking about, but Coach Keithley was easy, It's like, yeah, come on down. We'd love to have you.
Oh, they cleared it out. I mean, they cleared everything out for us. We do appreciate that. Oh, Desark. We got them next week. 46-14 victory over Bald Knob tonight.
Here comes a snap to Hood. A little bit low. He's got it. He's looking. He's going to air it out. One-on-one coverage on the corner, and that's it. Oh, almost intercepted. Comes out when he hits the ground.
Really good defense there by
Parker Hughes. He was trying to hit Jonathan Van. That was just a 50-50 ball that time. Who wants it more? Neither one of them could pull it in. Nice replay. Good camera action from Aaron Wojcicki. And they both just kind of go up, try to high point it, and both got hands on the ball a little bit there.
Woj, he's like, when are y'all going to learn to say my name?
It's Wojcicki. I got it perfect, didn't he? Oh, Wojcicki.
Aaron, you got the mic up there. What is it? Wojcicki. We've known this dude for years.
But somebody nicknamed him the Woj right off the bat. But it's not even got an O in it.
I could not say his name right, and so it was Woj. It was Woj.
Reminds me of that early 2000s rap song.
Woj. What'd you say, Woj? Just on
it is WOJ.
But it's Wojcicki. Wojcicki.
The Woj.
Right. We'll go with the Woj.
It doesn't have the same ring.
Right. Let's go with the Woj.
Go with the Woj. No, I think we should change it. I think we should go with the Woj. Come on, let's get a vote off in the comments. What do y'all think? The Woj or the Woj? Remember, it's pronounced Woj, and there's a pick, and that is Parker Hughes, his third of the night, and his second pick six, I believe. Is it not?
No, that's not. That's his first.
That's his first pick six, but his third interception.
Yeah. Preston Hughes for the touchdown.
Yeah, Preston. No, Parker Hughes. I'm sorry.
No, it's Preston.
It's Preston. My bad. Preston. I said Parker, didn't I?
These people are saying, you've done enough Bismarck games to know that, right? How impressive is this team, man? How impressive. The last time we were here, real similar game with Fordyce, right? I mean, kind of same type of mojo there. And then, Bismarck ran away with it. I'll tell you right now, man, this team not missing a beat. I know they lost to Mansfield. Mansfield's really, really good. This Bismarck team is for real, no doubt about it.
Another great hold from Landon Williams and another great kick from Van Naw. 48-21, 2:14 to go. This one's basically over, but the final score. Got a short break you can get us into, Aaron? We could just call him Aaron, but see, folks, we got two Aarons. That's the problem.
University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, we're back after the Preston Hughes pick six, his third interception of the evening. And Bismarck has put on a show after their slow start, down 14-0. 48-7 after that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really kind of just dumbfounded right now.
And that don't happen very often, right, Brad?
Right? I guess it depends on who you ask.
Tough run from Gavin. That's 0. Sorry, that's Parker Davis. Not a lot of room, though. Refused to go down for a while, though.
48-21, Bismarck rolling in this one. Obviously, they're going to move up in the polls.
Got Hood back out at quarterback again.
Need a Charleston Ozark score. Hadn't seen that one yet.
4 wide. He's going to hand it off to the running back. It's a bigger back they brought in. He's running hard, showing off some energy in those legs as well. Landon Merritt. He's a 5'11", 162-pound on the roster. He looks a little bigger than that.
Well, you know how that goes. The kids, they start out 164 in the summer, and by the time they get to season, they're 180.
Yeah. And this is a tough. The Glen Rose roster we have isn't their official. It's something we got from the internet, so probably riddled with errors. Who knows? Obviously, we've had a couple of numbers wrong and some not on there. I remember the good old days when the running backs would wear the neck rolls.
Yeah.
Be 160 pounds. It looked like a 210-pounder out there.
He looks like a neck roll guy.
Another good carry. Just got them big linebacker top shoulder pads instead of the sleeker running back ball carrier top.
Well, he's downhill, too. Touchdown Nashville on Dardell. That one's getting interesting.
Was it still 28-20?
28-26.
Going for 2 now.
2-point pending.
1:01 to go and rolling. Just under 1 now. They're going to give it on a little tap pass to the wide receiver. He can't get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to be about a 1-yard loss, it looks like, depending on the spot. Bismarck fans getting a little restless. They thought there was a late hit. I will say that he did help them up after that. So at least trying to show a little bit of sportsmanship at the end of it.
I feel like we've seen good sportsmanship across the board tonight.
We really have. These two teams don't like each other. This is a rivalry, so for the most part, been pretty clean on the sportsmanship side. I think the fans are more upset than the players. That's going to be it. They will not snap it again. The Bismarck Lions are going to have a 2-game winning streak over the Glen Rose Beavers. 48-21. Glen Rose is going to regroup on this one and get into conference play next week. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll wrap this up with final statistics right after this.
Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
On there for Bismarck. Our cash app one more time, AR cash tag AR Sports Net. Appreciate everybody that sent some money on that. We can't thank you enough.
Absolutely.
It's been a fun night. Y'all don't have the stats ready yet, do y'all? Final stats?
We do not. We're probably going to have to go to a break for that, but we can get them. Or, well, he's got the ability to pull them up over there.
48-21. He's working on that right now. That's our Aaron Powers producing tonight, clipping these replays for you off and on and putting everything you've seen on the scoreboard. I want to thank our Bill Harshaw, our executive producer. He made this board. He had to get off work early, like we talked about earlier in that reader. And we want to thank his employment for letting him go a little bit early so we could, get this switched up real quick because we were planning on Dardell, Nashville. But 48-21, Bismarck takes this one after a great start from Glen Rose, but then they kind of self-destructed after that. We're going to finish up getting these stats. Take a short break. We'll be back right after this.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
And we're back at Bismarck for the last time tonight, 48-21. Let's get to those final stats as you see those populate on the screen for you. Three, two, one. Come on, Aaron. You leave me out to dry twice now. 3 times. Here they are. Thank you, sir. 130 rushing yards for the Glen Rose Beavers, 216 through the air, 346 total. 5 turnovers, though, it really hurt them. And over for the Bismarck side, 344 on the ground. Just really, if you can run for over 300 yards, you're going to win 8% of the time? Yeah. 93 passing yards, 437 total. They had a couple turnovers themselves, but when you win a turnover battle and run for over 300, you're going to win a heck of a lot of football games. And it was a great night for Bismarck. A lot of Bismarck fans out there hugging, kissing each other in the ears, and going home happy tonight.
Absolutely. That's a really good performance. 2-1 in the non-conference, and one of the toughest non-conference schedules in the 3A, I would say. And again, when you look at them, 3A7, I feel like you got Bismarck as the favorite, at least for right now. That obviously Prescott, they went got hammered pretty good last week against Salem, but you also think at some point they'll bounce back, kind of get their legs underneath them, and then this
they would be Prescott without doing that.
And this Bismarck team got to go to Prescott, so that's going to be an interesting deal there.
All right, we want to thank everybody that cash apped us. We want to thank the Bismarck administration for helping us out here in a last second kind of thing. It's been a great night here at Bismarck, and it's going to be a fun week. Next week we're going to be at Desert as we have Carlisle actually as Desert comes to town. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, don't forget Team of the Week. We have one every week. Also, D3 Auto Sales MVP of the week, and then of course your MVP of the year. Those two things. Appreciate those guys for being a part of what we do.
All right. We're going to have the red plate for you one more time as we visited Fowler's today in Dardell. Thank them. Excellent place to eat. Definitely got to check them out if you're ever in the sand lizard country right there on the Arkansas River, just south of Russellville and Dardell. But for Duran, Brad, Aaron, and the Woj, or the Woj, we'll see you next week.
What's up, Arkansas Sports Network fans? This is the Road to the Red Plate, celebrating Arkansas's finest restaurants. This week, we're in Dardell at Fowler's Family Restaurant, serving home-cooked meals for almost 10 years. Brad, go ahead and tell us what you had.
All right. Well, I had southern fried steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, and I had pinto beans, had some onions. We also had appetizers, the fried pickles and the onion petals. And very impressed with the food overall here at Fowler's. So the thing that I'm finding on these trips is that it's harder and harder to decide, what food is better. Last week, it was like a platter fit for a king. This is a little different, but man, so good. The onion petals were amazing, kind of like a blooming onion, but not with the grease, not with the greasiness. And then the batter was kind of different than what you usually get. My southern fried steak was also battered nice, and it was just great. Really loved it. Also, kind of topped it off with the blueberry, I think it's called 4-layer delight, and that was amazing too. So all in all, it's a very good meal, very good place. It's interesting, we actually live in this area, and I have driven by this place 1,000 times and never stopped in here, and I don't know why. This is really and truly one of the better, more hidden treasures in the state of Arkansas.
Duran, go ahead and tell us what you had.
Yes, I had the fish and shrimp combo today. I had hush puppies, coleslaw, and French fries, crinkle cut fries for my sides. The fish is like an Atlantic, kind of a white fish, and it was as nice and flaky and just perfect. You couldn't get much better fish than that. Absolutely delicious. Hush puppies were amazing. They did have a little bit of corn in them. They're that style, and which I prefer. And they were phenomenal. Fried really well. The shrimp was great. Big fried shrimp, and coleslaw. Coleslaw was really good. Had a homemade style taste to it. It was delicious. And then we talked about the appetizers a little bit. The onion petals is what they call them. They come out and they kind of look like a blooming onion a little bit, but they're just basically giant petals, like this big, probably this big around, 2 inches wide roughly, and there's not as much grease as you would get with like a blooming onion, and they were seasoned amazingly well. And the batter, to me, had I don't know, to me it had a little bit of a sweeter taste to it. It was just amazing. Best onion petal top. Blooming onion I've ever had. Fried pickles were as good as anywhere I've had. They were delicious. Just made really well. Everything we had was great. I also had the 4-layer blueberry delight, and I'm not a huge blueberry fan. Everybody was talking about it. We had another person in here. They got it before we did. He really said he was awesome. He wasn't a big blueberry fan, and I like blueberry in things, just not blueberries by themselves. And I tried it, and it was phenomenal. So. Overall, just like Brad said, just a hidden treasure. I'm in the same boat as he is. I'm over in this area all the time. Never have come in here, and I can't. I'll definitely be bringing my family back. Be over here for sure. Amazing food. Great job and great service.
So I had the quarter-pound cheeseburger with the homemade fries that were really good. The burger was seasoned very nicely. It was very juicy. All the toppings on it were great. Like they said, we had the fried pickles and the onion petals. And the onion petals were seasoned very nicely. A little sweet, very crispy, not overly greasy or oily, just really good. And then the fried pickles were also breaded and fried very nicely. Not as crispy as I'd like, but still very good. Especially with the ranch that came with it, and it's just a very nice dish overall. And then the pie, I had the coconut cream pie, which was made by a different person than the blueberry pie, but it was really good. The meringue on it was not too tart. The pie filling was great, and it
We're here with Susie Walker. You're the owner, right? No, you're not the owner.
I just work here.
Just work. Well, my gosh, you act like you're the owner. I mean, as far as just knowing everything about the place. So, Susie, this place really took us by surprise, and really, really good food here at this place. So, tell us a little bit about it.
We've been open here for, I believe, 8, maybe 9 years. We're open from 7 in the morning till 8 in the evenings. We serve breakfast until 10:30. Everything we do, is most of it's homemade. Have homemade pies. The Fowlers started, I can't tell you how many years ago, but it was family owned. A lot of the recipes they used from their grandmother. Josh, the owner, his grandmother started it, and then they've been in business for years. His sister is the manager here, and they use a lot of their recipes, and he takes a lot of pride in making sure that everything goes out the way that his Granny Fowler would like.
Yeah. Here in Dardell, a lot of the places in town are Mexican restaurants. And so, in fact, of the places that I know here in town, this is probably the only real home style type of restaurant. That's got to be a little bit of advantage to you guys, isn't it?
It is. We have a lot of out-of-staters come through, a lot of visitors. I always love that because, as you can tell, I like to talk. But anyway, I always find out where they're from and everything like that, but we have a lot of fun. I always ask them how they found us, and they always say they look online and just type in home-style food or mom-and-pop shops, and we always pop up.
Now, of all the dishes that you have here, I'm talking desserts, everything, what's your favorite?
Mine would have to be probably the fish.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like the fish. We serve that every Friday. Another big thing of mine is the chicken strips. Like I shared with y'all, I was at the beach last week, and as soon as I got back, the first thing I did was come back and get sweet tea and a chicken strip.
Yeah.
So ranch, good sweet tea. And the ranch, we make it here, and so that's always, I can dip crackers in ranch. I could dip probably sweet tea in ranch. But anyway, we have a lot of people come in from out of state, and it's always fun when they see chocolate gravy because they didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
We had a couple come through. They started a bike ride back before COVID, and they had to stop in New York. They couldn't go any further, and they were from Great Britain. Wow. So they stored their bike in New York, and they started their bike ride again, and they came here.
Wow.
And I asked them if they wanted to try the chocolate gravy, and of course I can't do their accent, but anyway, they said they didn't know what it was. Wow. And so we did that, and they said that the chocolate gravy is a lot like custard in their country, that they love that.
Yeah.
It's really funny. You get a lot of people that out of Arkansas, they don't know what chocolate gravy is.
Well, that is such a specialized thing anyway. Either you really like it or you don't. But it's kind of, I've never really been one of a chocolate gravy fan. And then my mother-in-law, her recipe that she makes, I was like, man, this is not bad at all. Yeah, it's definitely a different thing.
And that's something with Josh and Lisa. They want the recipes followed. If they're their grandma's recipes, they want them followed.
Right.
And so that's one of her recipes. It's a chocolate gravy one. So.
Well, tell people how to get over here to this place.
Well, my directions are not always the best directions, but we are behind the courthouse here in Dardell. We're not far from Mount Nebo. I always encourage everybody to go up to Mount Nebo, especially the bikers and stuff. And we have kind of a thing going with Scott that's up on Mount Nebo. He always refers everybody down here a bit. But we're right behind the courthouse, the Yale County Courthouse in Dardell.
That is something that you need to understand if you ever want to come over here to Fowler's. You can't really see it from the road, but if you turn on 2nd Street and you head, what direction would this be?
Well, we're on North 2nd Street.
Yeah, North 2nd Street.
512 North 2nd Street, right behind the courthouse. And it looks like a Mexican restaurant, but it's really not.
It's home-style food, and it's really good. So we appreciate you guys having us today.
Yeah, glad y'all came.
All right.
Like and subscribe, and comment where you want to see us next week on the road to the Red Plate.